And good evening, everybody. Hi, Skylar.
Hello, Nev.
I noticed that during our while we were like setting up and the stream was running and we were all in the background. While Wong is saying civil defense is the best defense. That's for February 15th. And Holy Financial, hi, what's up? I know you're excited for this as well. It's our kind of genre, right? It's our kind of genre. But Skylar, you were playing some game as well, right? You're very, very focused for some
no.
for some reason.
Maybe. I won't tell you that. But I'm looking at the webcam and not at the game.
You think I cannot see you looking at the game?
I thought you were looking at the game. The game is paused.
Yeah. No, but we were setting up. I see you looking at the game. You were like, sell this. I want to buy this. I want to.
I mean, that's how TD works, right? You're supposed to strategize a little bit here and there, no?
Yes, that's true. Audio is not sync. I can't really fix that right now.
Nappy, can we hear Nappy? Nappy, hello.
No, the
hello?
audio is not in sync. It's the problem, and I can't fix that at the moment. So that we will
Nap is gone.
We will suffer like this for a while. But
that means that has disappeared for the rest of the year.
Yes. What disappear? No, why would I disappear for the rest of the year?
I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
Are you back yet? Are you in sync yet?
No, in sync meaning like if I speak, the sound maybe comes out first and then my mouth moves like 2 seconds later, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or my mouth moves first and then the audio comes out like 3 seconds later, kind of thing. So it's like a bit of a silence echo kind of thing. So it's like I would like then you will hear hello later on.
Hello.
Indeed.
A bit delayed there.
I don't know about the delay, but whatever. Nothing we can do about it. We are here right now, and once again, good evening, everybody. Hope you guys have a good dinner, and I hope you guys had a good week. It is a Saturday, and F1 season just finished, right?
True.
F1 season just finished.
I still don't know what's going on in F1. I never understood how F1 works.
I've never followed F1. The only thing that F1 has done to me is delay all my deliveries and somehow delay all my deliveries, cause a vehicle breakdown, and also cancel a few of my food deliveries when I was at work. So my guy actually, the guy that hired us actually had to go and buy food himself instead of like us getting Grab to do
No, but what does that got to do with F1?
F1 blocked the roads. Massive traffic jam.
Fair.
Yeah, apparently. But anyway, it's not about today. Is not about F1. Today is not about you and me. We do have somebody on the house.
What? Not about you and me.
Not about
what do you mean?
No, we do have somebody on the house right now. But before we do that, allow me to reintroduce this show. The Games Expedition. Once again, if you guys don't know yet, it's all about exploring the depths of the games games world, the video game world, and we'll talk about all sorts of games from big AAA titles, though not as common, all the way down to indie titles that's probably only maybe even begun development. But today is a very exciting day. Do you know why, Skylar?
Because we might have an interesting guest.
I mean, we always have interesting guests, but what makes this guest so interesting compared to all our other guests?
Maybe we should just, introduce him instead. Let him do all the talking, right?
Yeah, but before we introduce him, let me at least just talk about why this guest is so significant to our channel. So sure. We have got many guests over the past 3 to 4 years we've run this show. We've covered many games over the past 3 to 4 years we've run this show. And we know ourselves a lot of local-ish developers that has dropped by our channel to say hi while we were covering their games for them. But this is the first time we have somebody who is sort of more involved in the game development process of the games that he'll be showcasing with us today. And technically speaking, this is our first ever developer guest show.
Wait, developer guest?
Exactly.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
we really can't wait to really just introduce him, huh?
Yeah, and the thing about this is that this game, right? The games that they are introducing, and in fact, one of the games that they introduce that's introducing to us or showcasing to us is a game that many of us has probably played growing up during 10, 15 years ago. You know, when we were still in school, we were studying, but we're not really studying. We're just like going online and playing custom maps in Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3 custom maps. Dota? You got Ice Frog?
Oh my god! Please. Let's not go so far. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's bring us back down to earth. Talk about our guest today, and today our guest is none other than Draftpicked. Welcome, Draftpicked. How are you doing?
Hello.
And yes, Draftpicked is the guy that we are talking about. He is somebody who has been in a more serious so-called more serious position in the world of games development. But you know, instead of me saying all the stuff and by accident saying the wrong things, Draftpicked, why not you tell us, introduce yourself to us, and tell us more about yourself.
Perpetually falling in real life and probably in game. Welcome to Draftpicked Plays. You'll see what game I'm gonna play next. You probably know the game. Yep.
So well, I did mention that you are a sort of like a developer in a sort of a developer kind of role. So tell us more about that.
I mean, basically this one
you
was
can correct me and tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Basically this one started off like in the old days of Warcraft 3 custom maps. I basically played a bunch of games, and I guess this one map kind of stayed with me for a good part of my time in gaming, which it's fun because when you actually, it's kind of a lot of the team members, it's kind of a dream to, you know, eventually make your own game. So we pretty much took a custom map game and made it into an indie release. Through 16 years, basically.
16 years of custom map making.
Or probably 18 at this point.
18
I don't know.
18
18
like
at
what?
this point. It's 2008.
2005.
Was it that long already?
Somewhere
When did I
there.
start playing custom maps? I don't remember.
Somewhere there.
Yeah.
P5, P6. Yeah, checks out about checks out about the period. Yeah.
About checks out.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are a tester, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I do. I mean, on the credits, I take my slot as community tester. So yeah.
I see. And what would you say a tester does? At least for the games that you do.
For most of it, it's basically just making sure the game runs smoothly. I mean, I do put a few design ideas here and there. Some get through, some don't, obviously.
Some get through, some don't.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And there are some ideas that we save for the next game.
And there are some ideas to save for the next game. So I think
especially with Element, there was some issues. There was some macro balance issues with the game per se. So you also kind of don't want to change the game too much from what the old school players recognize. So at some point, you end up making a new game. You'll probably make a new game from there too. So yeah.
So you mentioned Element TD, which is the game that we'll be showcasing later, and I believe, based on what you said, some of the ideas that you have for Element TD was that weren't implemented for this for Element TD2 were eventually implemented for the game after that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And there is still unreleased projects.
So
We still have unreleased projects.
So there is a lot to look at. Interestingly enough, I did read something about Element TD2 that it was one of the most highly played games in one of the past few years. Was that correct?
That one you have to ask the team because I don't actually know the stats.
Oh, okay,
Test the game, no, it doesn't test the stats, man.
I did actually like through the grapevines on the
I mean,
internet.
I'm not I'm not a student employee. I don't read the insider, you know.
I see. So just a tester on the outside, giving them all the help that you can get.
In a way, I mean, I'm not a student employee, so yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. From Reign of Chaos era. Wait, seriously, you came from the Reign of Chaos era?
Yeah.
Oh shucks.
Not sure.
I don't know. I thought I started with custom maps from Frozen Throne.
Frozen Throne, no. I mean,
usually people start from Frozen Throne, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I played Reign of Chaos first, but Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. Yeah, that's when we really started like getting into all the custom maps, right?
Yeah, the old games of Element, Legion, Footman Frenzy, all those.
The classic and the default classic few modded maps.
Yeah.
So, just between you and me, Draft, we are both entrenched in the game development scene. You more than I at this point. I studied games development, but I never got into it. But even in my short time doing games development, right, it has opened my eyes in many different ways. And I see games very differently these days compared to before I got into my course. But what about you as a game tester? Has it changed how you look at games these days?
Actually, not really. I mean, if you actually know me, I don't really play a lot of AAA. I spend more time watching streams more than anything, so that's that. But I mean, if you have some idea of how game design works, you probably can predict how some people will do things.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me.
Sometimes you anticipate mechanics too much because you know how designers work.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me a lot of times too. I don't know.
Especially, with puzzle games and those, there are certain themes and mechanics that are repeated in tactical ways.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
And it's like, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Like, I know for some people, they say it's a bad thing. It makes, like, games a lot less fun for them to play. But for me, I find it fun, actually, to predict what's going to happen next. I don't know if the rest of us here in the show here and in the chat will agree with me on that. I know I have some like developer friends in the chat as well, so if you can give me your 2 cents, go ahead as well. but yeah, before we go into our first showcase, which Draft has already revealed to be Elements TD2, we shall go into a quick ad break so we can have a full, we can give the game our full attention. And Draft can tell us more about this game that has evolved from the humble beginnings of custom maps in Warcraft 3. So guys, we're going to ad break right now. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. So be right back. And what's up, guys?
We are back from and oh my god, the trailer looks good actually. Actually, just by looking at the trailer, you really reminisce those times where we are just playing ETD 1, huh?
ETD, yeah, man.
In fact, I remember there's an actual map that looks like ETD 1, the default map.
The first map is the original map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally is, yeah. I can't remember, can you actually pick maps in ETD 1? Or it's just that one basic map?
No, it was the original map. Only this one we added all the maps in to give you options.
Okay, I see.
Yep. And you know, back in the days, there was no matchmaking. As a Steam game, you actually have automatic ranked matchmaking. With full MMR.
Wait.
Right.
Okay, actually, I'm just gonna try my luck and queue a random. See if anyone's on to play.
Okay.
I mean, it beats like the olden days where you still have to ask people to tunnel you, right?
I don't even remember like ETD being a competitive. Oh wait, I remember now, right?
You can you can open open lobby and get people to go in lah, but probably not exactly rank per se.
Okay, I remember it now. Yeah. It's sort of like 8 people like going up against one another, like seeing who can survive the longest, right? If I remember correctly.
I mean, because remember the core mechanics of the game is in online, whoever clears the wave first spawns the next wave for everyone. So if you actually clear the wave fast, you could rush your opponent out. That's how it goes in competitive.
Okay, I remember now. Okay.
In fact, you'll see this. I mean, depending on who my opponent is.
Okay. Let's take a look. But Skylar, have you played this game yourself?
A bit, quite a fair bit actually. I like the changes, but I guess that I think I should let Jeff talk about the changes that.
Actually, never mind. I did find a random opponent, so
we is going to California.
We'll just see who I queue into.
Did I just hear let's go to California?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, what's this?
We got the original map.
You got the
Might
what?
as well. Yep.
This
is the original map.
Oh, okay.
This is the OG map.
Oh shit! Wait, this wasn't scripted, was it? Did you plan this out?
Nope. The map is random.
Oh,
The map is random.
Wow.
You can't even plan this if you wanted to.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Because there's like 8 maps. Competitive rank queue is random. It's full random.
Damn.
Okay, so since that we are looking at ETD2, right? So what's the major differences between like ETD2 and ETD1?
Technically, okay, because we got the original map. The original map is the same map. We basically added like 8 new maps in, plus a full campaign mode, plus online co-op, and a full campaign.
Oh damn, there's campaign.
Yep, there's a full campaign. 4 chapters in a regular one, and I think 2 chapters for the amazing campaign. There's a amazing mode. What is DLC though?
Interesting.
Yeah. So here I'm actually playing the standard rank randoms.
Okay.
Basically, in random mode, everything sells for free. You receive 2% of your unspent gold in interest. So what experienced players literally do is, just as the interest timer hits, you can actually sell everything. You get 2% of your unspent gold, and you build back everything immediately.
I see.
Yep. So it kind of gets pretty intense. Like here you see, plus
The
17
microing
interest.
skills is real, man.
Yep.
Yeah, those
It
micro
is.
skills.
Yep.
I don't suppose you can like zoom in as well. I guess with all the micro that you need to do.
Alright, okay. That looks good actually.
Yeah, I like the zoom actually. I played this a bit myself. It's like you can zoom it so far.
Okay, that's way too in.
You're showing.
What? You want to see the details on your armor?
Yep.
I mean, it looks good, you know, like
The art
comparing what we
director
are
actually
looking
did a pretty
at.
good job on this. Okay, so basically, yep, every 15 waves, every 5 waves, sorry, you get a new random element. The focus of this game is basically about combinations.
something Nalifa. I don't know what he said.
Since you talk about combinations, right? Like, is there a specific combination that will definitely win you the game, or?
Okay, I mean, of course, in competitive balance, there are certain towers that are basically like stronger just because, you know, anything with asymmetric balance is never perfectly balanced. I'm actually struggling a little bit with this elemental.
Yeah, it looks he does is it because he resists
That's a level 2, so when you get level 2s this early,
right.
and you don't have the best towers to clear, yep.
Is completely random, like whether it's level 1 or level 2 or so.
Yeah, it's random. There are some rules that prevent like the highest tiers from spawning too early, but basically the rest is random.
Oh, I see.
I mean, because I'm playing on random mode. The other mode is where you pick your own elements.
Oh, okay.
But I killed a random because it's more fun.
Because you're a high level player.
I mean, random is more fun. It's more intense. You know, you get to play around more, like this.
Yeah, look at the micro, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is some high level micro.
Yeah, and I haven't even gone like into like the other aspects of this game, because one thing I know for sure, Element TD, at least Warcraft Element TD compared to this, does not have a skill tree like what we see for like a second or two each time.
Or rather, right, when it comes to element trees, right, what I remember was, right, you had to remember everything by heart. Or with a
Actually,
guidebook somewhere.
in the Warcraft one, there was a tower query button that showed you what towers you had available.
Wait, what?
A what button?
A tower query button.
Oh, okay.
In the Warcraft tree in the mod.
Huh.
Wait, what?
Yep, there was a tower query button. I mean, here you can see what you have available immediately. Man, this game is pretty chill. My
Well, I remember,
opponent.
like, if you want to like, what happened?
He went and looked at his opponent's
I was like for a second, I'm like, what suddenly happened? Why the enemy spawn out of nowhere? Is this a bug?
Oh yeah, I thought I lost him for a moment, and then he just like jumped forward in time or something like that. But no, it's just another guy.
It always.
Good to see your opponent's progress as well.
At high level, yeah, you do have to see what your opponent is doing, just to prepare ahead. This game is a lot of. You do have to actually consider, you know, what do you want to go towards, what your opponent is doing, and whether you want to sell and rebuild.
But what is it that you need to notice about your opponent though? Do they control? Like, do you get to control what you send out to your opponent?
No, but basically, you just want to take note of how fast your opponent is clearing.
Okay.
Like you see, I cleared my waves fast. He's still dealing with the previous wave. So if I clear fast enough and I spawn the next wave on him.
Alright, because the wave spawns after the first guy clears, right?
Yes. The next wave spawns immediately once anyone clears.
Right, I see.
So if you play online like 4 or 6 or even 8 players, you know.
You want to see who is clearing the fastest, and you want to faster deal with that as well, right?
Yes. So you do want to look around to see the pace of the game, really.
And I suppose you can sort of copy their builds or something along those lines.
Yep, that also works.
If you can copy in time, sure.
It's also basically how you learn by watching better players do things, how certain players do things.
But that's true.
It's a very it's very micro-intensive.
Plus there are replays available, so you can actually, you know, watch how other people do things.
Okay. That's something that is very similar to what Dota, Warcraft 3 have.
Also, I mean, the core idea of this game is skilled players will switch the towers every wave because of elemental strengths and weakness. Basically, you see these 6 elements here.
Yes. Well, I'm looking below, right?
This one deals 200% to the element on the right and 50% to the element on the left.
I see.
Every tower has elements, so if you're actually fast and experienced enough, you can actually switch your towers every wave. But typically, I'm not so intense. I do it for a little while, and then after that, I just build a permanent defense and chill.
I see. Yeah, I'm a noob at this, so I just place every single tower of every single time.
I see opponents struggling.
Opponents really dealing with like 3 waves at the same time, so that's how it works in competitive.
Damn.
Okay, just a side question, right? Is your builder a skin or is it like the count default like it's like
Yep, it's a skin. There's a ton of builder skins.
interesting. Because this looks like a very Archangel-ish.
Yeah, there's a ton of builder skins. I can show you the store later out of game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, let's do that.
I'll show you the cosmetics. I'll show you the cosmetics store. Okay, so I'll get Fire 2 here, which gives me Water 2, Fire 2 gives me the upgraded Vapor Tower, which is pretty good.
He remembers.
Let's
So
play in random. In random, you do hope to get your upgrades faster, like your higher tier towers faster.
True, and make sure you have enough funds to constantly be building whatever you need as well.
I mean, big funds is a factor of interest.
Yeah, I mean it depends on how you like strategize your buildings. If I was not playing, you will see me like having 10 level 1 towers up there or something like that.
I mean, in random, everything sells for free. There's no sell penalty in random mode.
I'm just fascinated by how fast they're dying. And sorry?
I mean, mid game is pretty smooth. Plus, I pretty much know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Are there like permanent upgrades in this game?
Like,
sort of like you know like in roguelikes where you die then you may have like permanent upgrades that you can make.
This game no.
This game doesn't have it, right?
Yeah, you start fresh every run.
I see.
Fair enough. It should be fair, right? It shouldn't be like whoever plays the most gets the advantage.
Yeah, because
right?
this is live 1v1.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're playing a live 1v1.
Like not even in like your story or campaign mode.
Campaign mode towers do have alternate tower tags.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I'll probably show you the fun stuff later once the game's over.
Okay.
Right, let's do that. Yeah.
Since we are talking about towers as well, right? Can I ask, right? Is there any tower changes between TDD1 and TDD2?
Yes, there are some towers. There are definitely towers that have been redesigned. Some abilities have changed. I mean, even across the mods, like the Warcraft 3, the Starcraft 2, the Dota 2 version, there are tower changes all over.
What are the major tower changes?
I don't remember every tower that got redesigned along the way. There's like so many.
Wait, so you mentioned StarCraft 2 as well. It's something that I'm not aware of. I think
There's
that StarCraft 2 has
an
an element TD as well.
Yep.
Wait, what?
We made the map.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, I didn't play the game, so I wouldn't know that.
In fact, the StarCraft 2 version has actually one fun mode inside. There's actually amazing mode inside StarCraft 2.
Oh, okay.
Of this map.
Oh, that's cool. So wait.
Which it's also part of the inspiration for the next game.
Okay. I'm looking forward to see the next game. And so your development process, right? It all started from the original element TD. So it all started from the original element TD in Warcraft.
Yep.
Then you went to StarCraft.
Yep.
And then you had ETD1 on Steam.
Nope, we did Dota 2.
No. I think they went for a Dota 2 mod, right?
Yep. It's there in Dota 2. The same game.
Dota 2 mod on Steam.
Yes. Yep.
And then
Dota 2 in-game.
Dota 2 in-game mod. And then Element TD on Steam before Element TD 2.
Technically, we did a mobile one.
A mobile one as well. Goodness.
We did an ETD mobile that some would not want to talk about it.
that doesn't sound great.
It sounds like interesting experience.
Yep, because we did some mistakes there. Also, you see, there are some interesting creep abilities like the shield creeps on the wave that just passed. They basically go invulnerable for like a few seconds just to force you to spread your defense a little bit.
Yes.
I see the divine shield. Yes.
Yeah.
And now like memories are coming back to me. Like the style of play that I will use for certain element TD games.
Slow, splash.
Some creep abilities also changed. I'm pretty sure ETD2 has a few new creep abilities that didn't exist in the mods.
Oh!
I know we redesigned some. Yes. We redesigned a few abilities.
Oh, your opponent's doing pretty good for himself now.
You know why? Because he has been copying him.
I don't think he has the ability to if your towers are if your elements are random, right? Does your opponent get the same random elements as you?
Yep.
Okay.
We play same random. So in same random, in rank same random is really how good you use a completely random set of elements.
Is this a fire tree?
Yep, fire tree. This is a very early level 3.
Very early fire tree. Oh my.
Yeah.
Should be fine though. He has pretty strong water towers, I think.
Yeah. Yep. I need water, but I got Inferno, so even easier.
And
Is it?
Inferno does this easy.
That's an extremely early fire tree.
Yeah.
But Skylar, so when you play Element TD, right? Do you remember in Warcraft 3 how will you usually do that? Like what kind of towers would you usually build?
AoE tower, slow, then poison them, then splash them. Pretty much all the effects are like you just see them slowly walking there like, yeah, this is great.
I think I remember my build, like my preferred build. I mean, it was the same as you. Just mainly AoE with flash and all that stuff and slow.
I mean, basic tower defense still works most of the time.
Yeah,
and then you realize that strategy for until flying mobs came in like, oh shit, they don't keep flying.
Also that the splash damage like kind of like peters out over time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I was like, hey, I'm just gonna build like long range slow attacking but hard hitting sniper towers from the very beginning.
I mean, at least this game has no flying or air or invis that requires you to build a specific tower just to detect that wave.
And wait, Black Bleeds over here also just said not many TD games let you clock or maze like like building.
Winter Mall was a very rare genre at the point of time.
I can't.
Winter Mall.
I think, or when you talk about Warcraft,
TDs.
I think there's only a handful which allows you to build on the free map and let like the monsters just run through your towers.
Yeah.
That's pretty much Winter Mall.
There's Winter Mall. There were some others as well. I can't remember what.
Winter Mall, Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know
the types lah, basically.
But of course.
Yeah, and standard using that.
But of course, speaking of Winter Mall, we have something that is pretty close to that later on.
You know my qualm with like ETD right, when I was playing is like, no, why can't I maze this shit?
In fact, there is amazing mode. If you went the StarCraft 2 mod, there is amazing mode in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is amazing mode in StarCraft 2.
No, but I mean as in like for Warcraft 3 because I didn't have StarCraft 2, so I was like, the only bane of this game to me was like, I can't maze. This is the only map I can do. It's like it's just this pattern. No matter what you do, it's just you're limited by whatever the map has given you. I think he's copying you.
Isn't too badly, but does did take a few leaks here and there. So yeah.
But well, mazing is also another skill, right? A lot of people are like, oh, you know, you can. There's like probably like maybe only 1 or 2 ways to maze correctly in any.
Actually,
TD.
there is amazing mode in this, you know.
In this one as well.
Yeah, there's amazing mode in this.
Oh wow.
Yes.
There is a full amazing campaign DLC campaign.
Oh. You know, I probably should come back and play this as well. I'm like Fawn also says the same thing. A game that I want to go back to and play constantly. You know, I probably should also go back to and play this. Go back and play this game.
We play versus. Let's go.
I need to learn this game, man. It's been so long since I played a thousand.
Yeah, just play as you go and learn lah.
Just play as you learn lor.
Like
just learn to play. What am I saying?
I think I only did like a couple of campaign levels. Then I got a bit impatient because I really wanted all the upgrades immediately.
Hey, who doesn't, right?
Yeah. I know. And then there were so many other games out there.
This campaign mode is also pretty fun.
Yeah.
I believe Liz has said like why I don't mention Pokemon Mao or something, right? Because I don't recall. But I prefer Winter Mao actually.
There was Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I remember Pokemon TD. Yeah, I played that as well.
I played that as well, but I would actually prefer like Winter Mao and Element over The Pokemon one. I don't know why.
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you play like Warcraft 3 custom maps, right? You're gonna have a lot of different kinds of weird ass tower defense games. They have like Anime TD, Pokemon TD, don't know what TD, this TD, that TD.
I mean, the classics are like what?
Yeah.
Element, Legion, Gem.
Like,
Nintendo TD.
I mean, okay, I mean, you laugh at that, right? But TD has a lot of different variants as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Footman Frenzy is pretty much a TD as well.
In a way, technically.
You're defending your castle, right? So basically, that is also a TD.
I mean, your units do move lah.
Yeah,
You're in
that's like-
control of an army, a proper, army.
That's like
But
hero
you're
TD.
defending. Okay, fair.
Water tree here.
Water 3, and you have
Oh,
probably
hero-
Water 2 earlier. Oh damn, never mind. You
Nah.
are destroying him right now.
Crystal Shrine does this easy. I mean, this build is pretty set.
You are doing smoking
His
well
Star
here.
Wars is pretty much like very solid at this point. He just need to increase a few stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? So how do you win this? Your opponent needs to go down to 0 lives. You can do it at the top left of the screen, by the way, guys. So those who are watching.
Yep. You just reduce your opponent to 0 lives, and if after 60 waves, both players survive, you go into infinite boss wave.
Oh, Ronald McDonald, let's go!
Ronald Mac. Oh my god.
I bet you don't remember
No.
that.
I remember that.
You know what's the best part
was
about
horrifying.
ETD one? You know what's the best part about ETD one?
What?
It's never about who can tank the who can last the longest in the ETD game itself. It's whose PC can handle like 100 of Ronald McDonald running through your map
Before crashing.
before crashing.
Yeah. Yes, I actually went through all that crap when I had a shit PC, you know. I think I died to a tower defense by lagging out more. Not because my PC crashed, but because I started running at 1 minute per frame. Instead of 30 frames per second, I was playing at 1 minute per frame.
Yeah.
Can't even see shit,
I'm
man.
like, how are you expecting me to defend this shit when I can't even play the game?
Actually, honestly, my opponent is doing pretty decently.
Yeah, he's
catching up. He's catching up.
I mean, he licked a little, sure, but he's
Yeah.
catching up.
I think we stabilized pretty much.
True, but I think you're coming. I mean, you're just slowing down your production as well. Like, you could probably attack them faster somehow if you wanted to.
I could half rush lah, but
Yeah, it looks like you didn't wanted to.
He's taking it easy.
Yeah, he's like showcasing the game slightly
He's
more.
taking it easy for our sake, you know. He's gotta let us see shit around the screen because there's really a lot going on in the screen, you know.
yeah. I mean, if I really want, I can just full.
Yeah, you can just break everything at the start of the.
full build and rush lah a little bit more. I can
Yeah.
apply a little bit more pressure.
You
I
could
mean,
just send him like 2 or 3 waves again, and he's gonna struggle after that though.
I mean, my opponent is leaking.
Well, here, yeah, he's leaking. Yeah, that's true. Do you lose income if you leak?
No.
You-
Because in this
no.
game, if you leak, the creeps run again
Oh,
at
yeah,
you.
they run around. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they do run around again.
The creeps run back.
I thought at one point EDD have this like thing where if your mob right runs through the portal, you don't get money after killing it or something.
Your
Is it-
interest timer stops, but you still get a creep kill.
Oh, right.
So you are punished.
But that was in the
for-
later builds of the game.
So you are punished for taking longer to destroy your opponent. Your
definitely.
enemies, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are okay.
Also, Black
This is
Beast has a
Earth 3,
quest.
so I pretty much get a fully upgraded defense here.
Huh.
Oh, let's go.
So,
Okay, level 50, you get one elemental essence to build a pure tower.
Oh yeah, the pure towers, holy.
Pretty much the strongest towers in the game. Actually, I'll go. What's the upgrade cost?
Not enough moolah.
I forgot what's the upgrade cost.
Okay.
How much is the upgrade?
I think it's about 15k.
Okay.
Yes,
Wait,
okay.
let's answer the
Yeah.
question first. So
Yeah.
Black Beast has a question here. So doesn't making the free map in custom lobbies hurt your sales? Oh,
Oh.
Opponent's lagging.
yeah. So
Okay. So at least they wait for the opponent instead.
Yep.
So
Doesn't make it a free. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there are certain things that the custom maps don't have here.
It was a taboo
Yeah,
question.
for sure. Double question, right? You ask a question and then the game gets angry and like, how dare you?
Like,
How dare you say we're not making sales?
I'll give you a DC victory.
you get true automated matchmaking here.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, basically, if you think about it, the core audience who actually buy this game came from the custom mods.
Wow, that's very true as well, yeah. I mean,
That's true lah.
they probably have supported you for like a good part of the decade
Yeah.
or more.
So yeah, I mean, the audience came from there.
I mean, if you take a look at Steam, which I unfortunately do not have on my computer now
Okay,
because I thought I didn't need it. Oh, he's
It
dead.
does happen that my opponent leads to defeat.
Oh, GG, man.
So, yeah,
GG.
we didn't get to see the finale here. Yeah, you see, you get a random screen basically.
And you
So-
gotta go back here.
I head back to the menu, and yeah.
Definitely need to check
So-
this game out again.
If you really want to show, you have actually true leaderboards here, so you can actually see how people get the top scores.
Oh, I see.
Everything is 2 except the last one is 1.
Yeah.
Two,
I mean, at this point, the build is pretty much figured out. You know, that given any balance, that is probably one optimal. In most cases, yeah. I mean, there's like a bunch of maps, so yeah. Some maps do have variants like these, you know.
Oh, the rank also is ranked according to the map split as well.
Which one?
Like your default map has a rank. Then
Yeah,
like
every
the
map
other
has a different. Every map has a rank
okay. Oh,
because
that's
the
interesting.
because the builds are different.
Right.
Then you have the builder skins.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
You still have to spend. Oh, those are short points. I see.
Yep. You got heads, the trails, the wings. Yep. And even towers. You have heads for towers.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, heads for towers.
You guys were like, hey.
You have heads for every tower.
You guys were like, hey, TF2 very fun now. What can we copy from them? Hats.
Yep. You have heads for every tower.
Hey, just because
Then-
y'all got.
Then of
cool
course,
name.
yep. You have the campaign mode here. You have the standard campaign here.
Mhm.
The solo campaign, 4 chapters. And yep, the amazing DLC campaign.
Ooh. The
So you do
DLC?
actually have the amazing mode.
Oh, damn.
Actually, it's pretty fun.
Wait, is there a DLC? Oh, there is.
There is a DLC for the game.
The amazing campaign and the actual amazing mode is a DLC.
Oh, I see. Damn, that is.
So you have the
cool.
full amazing mode,
Oh.
the full amazing campaign mode, full amazing co-op as well, 8 players.
Wait, so co-op means that everyone build on the same map, right?
Yep, it's a very expensive map.
Oh my god, it reminds me of Winter Mall again.
It sounds like.
Fun fact, the Winter Mall layout is inside.
Oh.
Oh shit! Fair enough.
Damn. You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like.
I'm the game
Hey,
ET2.
hey, you're not built on my spot. Don't build there. Hey, don't ruin my maze. Then maybe you have a map that you have a maze that's built very well, and then suddenly your
No,
opponent
you know what's the worst part? Everyone building at the bottom part of the map because that's where the portal is, and everyone's like, "Yeah, hey, that's my spot, bro. Not too bad, it's mine now."
You recognize this layout?
yeah,
You
this
recognize
one, I recognize it. Yeah,
You recognize this?
I definitely recognize it. Yeah.
Winter Mall, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of ported the map layout.
Damn.
Yeah,
you have
sometimes people build on the start, but sometimes you get leaked, so you want to go down and build, right? Then suddenly someone starts missing below, then like, hey, bro, that's not how it works, bro.
No, you know what's
Yep.
worse?
So
They
yeah.
block your maze.
So
And then
what else do we want to show?
Monsters stop like using that way, and then they start attacking, and then you're like,
Bro, I took so long to maze this, and all you need to do is just block my entrance. What the heck, bro?
oh, that
Blockers
sounds
for
fun.
rule. Blockers
Yeah.
for the win.
But
Yep.
but that is like that's fun. I definitely should really go back to it, and I know a lot of us probably will want to go back to it right now after seeing this as well. Tyler, you also,
So
right?
yeah, you actually have to pick co-op. In fact, there's a 2-player
need
team
to
also.
find a bunch of people that wants to play this together.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a teams mode as well. 2v2 v2.
Two
Oh,
weeks.
4 teams of 2.
That is very, very cool. Yeah, this is a very expensive game. You know, not cost wise, like a very big game, despite what it seems like.
I
Definitely.
mean, basically,
for me
we
as
took
well.
the original map, added a bunch of stuff to make this.
And any other things you guys will be adding to this map?
Or rather, are you guys gonna update this game? Is there any more things to update?
From what I'm told at this point, we are pretty much done. I mean, multiplayer servers will stay live, but we don't at this point. Yeah, I mean, we worked on the map for like 16 years. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Or fortunately.
So,
I think it's not
60
too
years
bad.
is still very long, though.
I mean,
I guess you
the
guys want to move
dev
on.
team pretty much have done what we wanted to do. Yeah.
So the game has
So-
ended development. Support continues, I suppose, like server wise and all that stuff.
Yeah, online servers will stay live because it literally uses the same servers as the next game.
I see. Makes sense. But yeah, in case you guys those of you watching don't know, it is a very highly regarded game on Steam. You will see this at 91%, very positive rating. And we're not talking about 91% of 10 or 91% of 50. We're talking about 91% of 2,000 plus reviews. That is a very impressive stat.
Ooh.
So definitely check it out. And I should also probably check out this game when I have the time. And if you guys want to get this game, for those of you in Singapore, because I only have Singapore dollars down here, it's currently 1450 Singapore dollars for the base game, and 1957 for the base game plus the expansion, the DLC, the amazing expansion.
Amazing.
And if you're feeling a little bit rich and you want to get the game plus the DLC plus the upcoming game that we will see later, the total is about $37. So still very much worth it, especially after you see what will be coming up next after this. But of course, before that, I have some we have some questions we want to ask you a little bit more here. Let's go a little bit personal, okay? And Skylar, I will leave it to you. I will give it to you once we get this going, okay?
Okay.
So, Draftpicked. We see below, right, on your X handle.
Yes, I know you're gonna go for that.
holepercent.
Mhm.
So, how do you get this name?
How did I get the name?
How did
Okay.
you come across this? How
It's
did you come up with this name?
It's a primary school joke involving a worksheet and a hole puncher.
Oh shit,
Go on. I think I know what.
Okay,
where it's going.
I think I know where this is going,
Go
but
on.
do tell.
Yeah. So basically, the worksheets, the teacher actually pre-hole punched the worksheets and punched through the number for the question. So it became a hole with a percent sign inside it. And that's how it came about.
I see. Okay.
Interesting.
Yep, literally that.
And it's been this since primary school.
Yep, I mean, when you learn about percentage, like what, P5 maybe? I think, yep.
I think it was
P4,
earlier.
P5.
I think it was
So you're
earlier.
stuck there, yep. Basically, that's how it came about.
I remember having a lot of problems with percentages for some reason.
So, yep.
Not fun to calculate.
It just happened that I think me and a friend found it like cute, at that age and took it off.
I see.
I mean, of course, I had to change it when I went into streamer mode because, for potential connotations.
I'm trying to actually see what connotations there could be other than the fact that it's whole and whatever, but
It's like whole percentage, but without the W.
it's fine, I guess. You shouldn't break TOS.
But
I think.
prior to streaming, that's the name you stick with, right? I believe that's also your name in the credits for ETD.
No, ETD2 I think is Draftpicked already.
I
But ETD 1 was still whole percentage, right?
see.
If you open the Warcraft 3 or StarCraft 2 map, it's 4% there.
So, guys, essentially, right, we actually had a local developer in our midst all this while, we were playing a game that was developed by a local person.
Oh no! How
All
do we
this
not know?
while, Singapore pride.
I mean, I never review.
Yeah, we are like sort of people who just never review that we do things, as locals we do things and we don't know that
yeah.
we have locals developing certain games.
That I left my ID there.
Like, I don't know, man. There's so many games out there that people probably don't know that it's local.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you go and Google like, is this game local all the time?
Obviously, if you do that, you're not even gonna find out if it's local, right?
I mean, it depends on whether it's real name or screen name also, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, imagine now tell that a whole percent took part in ETD one, and everyone like, who's whole percent?
Who's 4%? And it's like, oh, he's Singaporean. Then, Singaporean, but who's 4%?
Yeah, well, because we all screen name only,
Yeah.
Who knows our screen name outside our streamer community, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And the people you play online games with.
Exactly.
Ooh.
And speaking of names, why Draftpicked?
This one actually, it's a bit hard. It's a bit hard of how I actually remember how it came about. I don't really remember, but I do know, like, in MMOs, my second character was named Draftpicked for some reason. So I just pulled that from my streamer ID.
Okay.
Oh.
Or it could be just a reference from the mode in Dota 2. In Dota.
Yeah. I actually thought Skylar. I actually thought he was referring to the Dota 2, the Dota draft mode.
I mean, not wrong, right?
It
Not
is
very far
possibly
away from
because actually at that point, I did a little bit of analyst and stuff for Dota, for the like those inter class or inter school stuff. Yeah.
So you were a coach.
I did position 6 for a little bit, so yeah.
Damn.
It came from there.
Multi-talented esports specialist draft pick.
You'll be more than surprised. He doesn't only play those games.
I guess we should find out about that, right? What other games do you play?
What the games I play at this point? Not much. In fact, my library is surprisingly thin.
Hey, if you're surprised what I meant by games, doesn't mean have to be online, What other games that is not online that you do play?
That's not online.
You want to go to tabletop?
We go tabletop then.
I mean, besides gaming, I'm sure some of you probably know I do trade trading cards, Magic, Pokemon, plus a bunch.
So now
I did open into One Piece, but I gave up because it's Japanese and I don't want to learn the game.
It's okay, Japanese is
in Japanese.
It's okay, Japanese is easy. I can teach you.
So I did.
Just kidding.
I mean, the mainstays is probably just Magic and Pokemon. Yeah, pretty much.
I see. So were you like very excited about getting the One Ring when the MTG Lord of the Rings collaboration came out?
It's impossible.
Yeah.
I kind of had a feel that it would be semi-scripted. I mean, it's probably not going to go beyond like US, Canada.
Yeah. That's what some of the game stores actually told me as well.
Oh,
it's
really?
Like, yeah, they're never going to distribute that particular card outside of like the US and Canada. It will not come to Singapore. So it's no chance. Yeah.
Damn.
In fact, if you ask me, my case of Lord of the Ring Collectors is actually still sitting here, unopened.
Oh. Damn. When is when unboxing stream?
I don't know.
It feels like it.
I think my next unboxing is probably I'm probably streaming 151 first.
What?
Pokemon
Sorry?
151.
Oh,
I'm probably streaming
the
Pokemon 151.
Yes. Not originals, I think it's the remake of those.
Yeah, they re-released the original 151 in order as a set yet this week.
Time to collect all the special cards in Gen 1 again, but updated.
So Tyler, will you be doing it as well?
Let me think about it. Well, maybe not. I won't break as much as he does, definitely.
I mean, because I know you're not really a TCG player, so I gotta ask. But you're a Pokemon fan, so I gotta ask you the question.
What?
Yeah, will you be doing it as well?
Maybe a few packs, but not like a whole box or whatnot lah. Imagine you get the Charizard. Oh
yeah, I was
shit,
like,
man.
so if you get a parallel foil, super rare Charizard, will you like
sell it? It's more worth it to sell it.
But Charizard's like your baby. Why you want to sell your baby away?
Oh, look, if I can sell it, I can buy more packs to buy something that's a bit less rare.
Never a bad idea.
Never a bad idea, to be honest. I
Yep.
see. So you will sell your baby for more money. I understand.
If it is like what you call like what super rare, like what alternate art super rare, that kind, like whatever that if it costs us a lot, then why not, right?
True. The market for cards are just ridiculous sometimes, but at least I like the market for cards. It feels more balanced in a way. In a way.
I mean, COVID era really brought out a lot of closed set collectors, honestly.
True.
That's true.
Half the time, I think people realize they have time to sort their houses and unearth all the rare stuff.
Makes sense.
Nothing to do. Clean here, clean there.
Click here, click there.
Then suddenly, wait, I found a few rare stuff. Oh, there's one whole box of like Pokemon cards. Wait, what? Where from where?
From where? I don't know. I still have a few. I still have like I know where all my cards are. I still have a bunch of cards somewhere in my house. It's just I quit. I've already long quit like TCG.
Maybe you have a Charizard, but you didn't know.
I might have a Charizard, but I don't think I have that set at all. But no, I recently got back to bought some TCG cards, Magic, Lord of the Rings. So who knows?
No, it's just how we only.
People just want to try for
Free
serialized
money.
cards.
Oh, right. I passed wholly all my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Sell it.
Stuff like a Ring of Destruction. Yeah, like Ring of Destruction, Magic Cylinder.
Oh my god, Magic Cylinder.
Yeah, mine was a Rush Down Trample deck. Just put it there. I just put it there. And a very rare foil Cyber Dragon that unfortunately got bent on the center, so it's actually he actually has no value anymore. Yes. Yeah, no value even then, and it has no value now. It's okay. It was before the whole synchro period lah, so before the game got absolutely broken apart by synchro summons and all that shit. But yes, anyway, well, I mean, I guess since we're talking about TCGs, and one final question before we head off to our break and our next game. How do you get into physical card trading?
I think my friend probably introduced me to like Pokemon like back in primary school, and yeah, I just went from there. Eventually moved into Magic from some influence, and then into a bunch of trading other games, like some random games that folded way too fast along the way, and now the new hype of One Piece.
Yes, One Piece, yes. And I heard from some sources Final Fantasy as well.
Final Fantasy also short-lived.
Oh, really?
The scene kind of fizzled pretty fast.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. TCGs like don't last a very long time. Skylar, can I ask the same question to you? Hello, Skylar? Skylar? He's gone? Is he gone? Oh no, Skylar's gone! Oh crap! We gotta bring him back. Skylar, are you still there? Skylar? Oh no, Skylar's dead. Skylar's PC just crashed. Oh no. Well, Draft. It's just you and I.
Yeah.
And no other people. Skylar is just like frozen down there. She's probably gonna get like a weird scene in a bit once he like actually disconnect. But it's fine. You know what? In that case,
Shyla now.
yeah, you know what? Only that's a good idea. Let's actually head for a break. And wait until Skylar fixes his computer. And when we are back, we will go on into our next game. Skylar, it's okay. We will ask you the question when you're back. When you fix the computer, we are back. We're done with the showcase, and then we'll ask you the question again if you still remember. So we will go off for break first, and then when we are back, we will have our second game, which is the game after Element TD 2. Correct? That is different. Yet, well, it's still by the same studio, but it's a slightly different game. Is that correct, Draftpicked?
In a way, there's some fun stuff in there too.
Okay, then we'll explore the game when we come back from the break. So guys, just hang on for a bit, and hopefully by the time we are back, the guy on my very right will be back live and be alive again. So yes, see you guys in a bit, and just hang in there. Be right back. What's up? We are back, and well, Axon TD, Uprising. Well, this is our big, the big showcase that we want to do. It's a new game.
Oh yeah.
The Element Studios is developing. It is currently still in early access, but the trailer looks really good. And of course, Draftpicked here is also testing for this game.
Yeah,
so,
I'm actually on the credits.
So before we go into it, Draftpicked, can tell us a little bit more about Axon TD, and tell us a little bit more maybe about the lore or like the concept of the unique concept of this game.
Yep. So basically, after we were pretty much done with Element. We decided that we'll do an amazing game. This game really actually came out of the programmer. Actually, the programmer did a game of his own on mobile. It was a very early start of actually what became of this game. Basically, Amazing Mode. So basically, I mean, we focus more on this one because this is where most of the fun stuff really is.
All right. Let's then we shall look at that when we can.
I mean, of course, you do have your standard tutorial that teaches you the basics. Quick play is basically a more standard map with like 12 or 16 waves. You pick your 8 towers and load in your standard campaign mode with a story, the survival, the fun one, pretty much the fun one, and a co-op for 2 to 4 players.
No versus yet?
For this game, we actually decided that we are not going to do any PvP, just to not complicate things.
Okay,
pretty much.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Yep.
So what's the story?
It's pretty requested. I mean, from what I know, the studio isn't actively planning a PvP mode, but you know, things do change sometimes.
That's fair enough.
Fair.
And so before we move into survival, because since we'll be showing most of that, tell us a little bit more about like the story of the game first.
I actually
don't
didn't
know.
remember too much.
You don't remember, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, we are here to build towers and destroy monsters.
Not exactly to find out what's the law,
I
right?
don't really care what's the law. I mean, I know we're in space.
those who know my game list know I'm not very story driven. I pretty much play single session games. It's
Okay, who over here in the show right now is like extremely story driven. Like every single game you play must have a story. Raise up your hand. Even playing like this, a game like this TD.
Hey, why not? I mean, if the tower has a story, it makes more sense than towers without story, right?
When the tower was young, it came out from its mother's womb.
Come on, bro. Not like that, lah.
I mean, from what I know, there is a story in the campaign.
Yeah.
It kind of tells a story
Yeah.
from what I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, we did see it in the trailer as well, so it's all there. But
From what I remember, there is a story in
but yeah,
somewhat.
That doesn't sound like what Ned portrayed it to be, lah.
you know I'm kidding, right?
I do know there's a story in this.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, you were kidding?
wait, what do you mean you didn't know I was kidding?
You were kidding?
Okay, like that. Okay, anyway, let's get to survival. Story-wise, you guys find out for yourself. We are here to explore the meat of the game, which is the concept of tower building and everything else.
Yep.
Please go on, Draftpicked.
So, survival mode. 2 maps, right? There's 2 maps. I do believe there will probably be a few more, at least 1 or 2 more before we go. But yeah, survival. Fun part of this is we'll see when we go into the map.
Okay.
Okay. Hard mode. Just because.
Just because you can.
Yep.
Just because you are too good at this game.
No, I'm actually not. I'm actually pretty. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, so
Wow.
what should we be looking at here?
What is this layout? Okay, the fun part of this is survival mode. The map is procedurally generated. This starting map is completely random. Of course, not random, but there are some parameters. But yeah, it's procedurally generated.
Fair enough.
So every game is going to be different. You just have to work out how you want to start.
Okay, so
In fact, just for the fun of it, I'm just going to restart the game.
Oh.
I'm just going to restart
Okay.
and show you. So, yep, you see this layout, right?
Yep.
I'm just going to restart.
See a very straight layout over there, and now a less
You get a completely different layout. So
So it's
basically,
totally ING.
there are restrictions lah.
Sort of RNG.
Yeah, semi-procedurally generated basically. There are some restrictions on like how many tiles and how many obstacles, these black things where you can't build on are generated. But
as
yeah,
with most roguelike, pretty much.
Yep.
So I'm looking at money on the top left, whatever that
Yep.
25 is.
So you basically have 2 resources, credits to build towers, and this is basically power for you to do upgrades.
Okay.
This is, the middle is obviously your life total, this is your score multiplier, this is your wave number.
Okay. And you have your towers at the bottom, some radioactive thing on the right,
Yep.
and then something about
Then-
selling.
At the load screen, you basically pick your 2 abilities. There's, I think, 8 in the game. You pick 2 to load it.
Okay, special abilities is what they are, right?
Also, your 2 starting towers actually can be changed, but for this, I'm going to load with basically other towers.
I see.
Eh?
And what about those at the bottom right most?
Okay, the fun part of this map is you have things called ads. You can place a tile. You can place a tile on the map.
Oh, like one tile.
Yes, 1 square.
Oh shit.
So you can actually manipulate the map even.
Yeah, you can see like the arrows as well.
Yep.
Like, telling
Then
you
you
where
have
to go.
blockers where you can block paths.
Oh, okay.
And this one I will show you when it comes.
Okay. Let's get going, shall we?
So yeah,
Let's go.
pretty much you just go standard with this. It's a pretty much guaranteed hole with 2 basically basic blast cannons and pulse ray,
And
which is
AoE.
your cannon and arrow tower.
Okay.
So
And-
you just start the first wave.
And
Pretty straightforward.
8 boys coming in. Hey,
Yep.
let's take a look at them. Can we like zoom in a little bit?
I tend to fully zoom out when I play. So yeah.
For the benefit of our viewers who might not have very good eyes like me.
Yep. Okay, and yep, there's a speed up here, basically.
Speed up? Where are we looking
Yep.
at the speed up? I'm blind.
No, that's too fast. So yeah, basically it's a semi roguelike. So at the end of every wave, you get a few options to choose from.
Okay.
You basically choose a tower. It gives you resources and a tower or an upgrade. It's completely random.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, not random, not 100% random, but there are like pools of possible options, basically.
Fair enough.
And if you don't like options, you can spend credits or power to reroll.
Oh, I see,
Yep.
I see. Okay. So what are you going to be doing here?
In this case, I'm pretty much taking drilling laser because I know I'm gonna need it.
Okay.
So yep, I'm just gonna take this tower. It's 100 cost, so I won't be building anything for this wave.
Not random enough to give you the ultimate tower. The balance of roguelikes.
There's no ultimate tower actually. Basically, at some point, it's more about synergy.
I see.
So yeah.
Alright. Well, only one way to find out. Let's go on.
I mean, the balance at this point is pretty much yep. So yep, there's a ×3 and there's a ×2 and a ×3.
I see.
So you can make it faster, but you can slow down so you can like consider where to build and whatsoever.
If you need to micro anything, you can. And also, this is a wave by wave system, so yep.
That's fair.
Okay. Orbital cannon or radiation van. I don't really fancy these specs too much. Actually thinking when I want to reroll, but
You could,
yeah.
I guess. I mean, you
Could do
have to
that,
pick something, right? You can't not pick something, right?
Yeah, you cannot pick something. So you can either just pick something, but because
Is that what you want? Question mark.
yeah, because remember you have 8 towers. You only have 8 towers. So you do have to actually kind of consider what you want, like in the mid game and the late game, really.
That's totally fair, yeah.
So in this case, I'm actually just gonna take the orbital cannon,
Oh, okay.
even though I don't really want it. Yep. Okay. Then
And sell.
gonna sell this.
But you just place the drill tower? The drill laser?
Yep. I put down drilling laser here. I probably just I do have enough credits, so I'm just gonna put down orbital cannon. The fun thing about this tower is it has global range. It basically picks whatever is in front and shoots it.
Oh, there's no like specific targeting that you can do.
You can actually manually target everything in this game by right clicking. But the game is designed in such a way that the default smart targeting is supposed to handle like 90-95% of cases.
I see.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
So it's not as micro intensive as the previous game, yeah, where it's really frantically building all over.
Oh, look
So,
at
yeah.
that. So cool.
So you can see this thing is basically just targets whatever's in front. You go slow. Yep.
And I noticed that you have a limited number of cells as well.
Yes. The current mechanic is you have 2 cells every wave.
Oh, okay.
So you can't overspam it as well. That's
can't
actually
spam it.
quite a good idea.
It gives you a limit of 2 cells. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so what does this
So,
do now?
You can get towers or you can get upgrades. So upgrades are actually pretty fun.
Ah,
Basically, increase damage. Everything can target the same thing. So if like you have one super strong unit in
Oh,
front, you can have like
yeah.
5 beams targeting
that
it.
is cool.
Yep.
And what's the
So
one on
this
the right most? Sorry, I'm
So
gonna
this-
ask questions.
So there's +2 adds and a blocker when putting down expansion. Okay, in this case, I'm actually just gonna take this upgrade because yep, it's probably one of the strongest. And yep, now the fun part, this button. It's called expand.
Oh,
Every
okay.
4 waves, you get to expand.
Mm.
What it does is it gives you an island.
Look at that.
A randomly generated island. A
That
semi-randomly generated island
is awesome.
that you can put down anywhere. Not anywhere, but yeah, within the grid limits.
Fair.
And basically, the fun thing is, where you put down the expand gives you perks. So you can see like here, you gain 80 credits when expanding here. You get 2 recycles.
Oh, okay.
You get 4x here and 40 power here.
Oh, okay.
I guess at this point, in the early game, you pretty much need more like credits. So I'm just gonna put my expand down here.
Oh, you can just place it like that.
Yep, you place it like this.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you can.
And then,
I thought it has to be connected.
then you have what you call adds.
Yeah.
So you basically join the map up like this.
Now you have more play, like your playing field, expands your playing
Your
field.
playing area. Okay, I'm actually using a dev build, so in this mode, it's actually infinite waves.
Infinite waves. Oh
Infinite
my
waves.
god.
Yep, it's infinite. You get your expense every 4 waves.
So the game just goes on and on and on.
Yep, you can actually build really long lasers
That
if you survive
sounds
long enough.
Fun. Well,
Also, you basically want to build the longest path possible as well, in most cases.
well, your orbital tower is gonna have a field day then.
Yep, that's the fun part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, yep. You can see the score multiplier here. Since I'm playing on hard mode, it's times 1.5. You get a multiplier for every wave. You get a multiplier for path, for longest path, and how fast you kill the wave.
Oh, I see. Is
Ah,
there
so
like
you
a-
want the path to be as long as possible as well, basically.
Yes, you do want the path to be as long as you. You actually basically just want the longest path possible. But do remember your ads are limited. You have to consider this. You only have that many ads.
True.
Okay, in the picks there are ads.
Yeah.
So you can always you do have to consider when do you want to take ads, when you want to take credits, when you want to take power, or when you want to take a tower. Sometimes the options don't operate.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's
I mean-
true.
In roguelike environments, those who play roguelikes probably know that sometimes you don't get the right options.
Yeah, that's for sure, for sure.
Like those who play like Hades. There are some anti-synergies sometimes.
Yep. I mean, I played also. These monsters are these guys are killing themselves. Yeah, but I was about to say, I mean, I played in the world of roguelikes and tower defenses. There's actually one other game out there that is exactly that. It's called Rogue Tower. I wonder if you've heard of that.
Wait, bro, I know how that. What's it?
Okay.
It's a paid game. It's a rogue tower defense. It's a roguelike tower defense game as well.
Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's more of a traditional tower defense, and I feel it's a lot more numbers related.
The layout isn't very
It's a
good
lot
here.
stat based.
So, what am I gonna pick? I don't really want this tower at this point, so.
But then again, isn't most TDs all about numbers?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but this one
Okay,
still
so
has
this is
basic.
one thing that I'm just gonna reroll here because
Okay, you have nothing that you want here.
yeah,
All right, let's go.
this is fun, but it doesn't fit my layout, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
reroll to see what I get.
And
I get plus my
mines.
events, which is something I actually do.
Oh,
Which is one of the fun towers right now. It's one of the strong ones, so I'm just gonna take this.
okay.
Okay, then the other thing is you have this button.
Yes,
it's called
I just saw
Recycle
that.
Towel.
Remove an existing tile. to
What it
get
does is you can sell. Okay, blockers do take up a cell,
Uh-huh.
so you have to sell. What I want to do is I want to recycle this tower.
Oh,
What a
I
recycle
see.
does is it removes a tile and gives you back an ad.
Ooh.
Yep.
Some good shit.
That's how it works.
And that's how it works.
So I'm just gonna put this down.
Do some early damage over there.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
so
The key idea with recycles is later in the game there is an Axon that actually runs through towers. So to counter that, you basically have to break the path.
fair. And so I have another question as well. So what are all these numbers on top of the towers? Is this like the total amount of damage dealt
Yep.
during that wave?
Yes. The numbers is the damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Wow, there's so many multipliers for
Yeah.
the scores, the points.
Yeah, this
That's
game
right.
is quite technical in most cases.
And I suppose it's only right for me to ask as well. So, does the score do anything other than bragging, right?
I mean, if you saw out of game, there is a leaderboard.
Okay.
That's also pretty much bragging rights,
Oh,
lah.
bragging rights.
Yep.
Fair enough. I like my
Okay.
bragging rights too.
These picks are like, ugh.
Well, I mean, I suppose you need some power as well.
Yeah, I do need power at some point, but at this point, I don't really need it.
You need some better power. You need some better towers.
Yeah, I need better options so I'm just gonna take my chance and reroll
Go for that.
to see what I get.
Oh,
Secret drone, orbital.
mine
Okay,
is-
this last slot is basically like an eco slot. It gives you like basically perks for the game.
Okay. So mine
It
is
gives you, like,
3
permanent
power
perks.
upgrade. It's permanent. But what does that do exactly?
Basically, okay. Let me just click. Towers have 3 upgrades each that take power, that consume your power.
Right.
So -3 power upgrade for everything.
Oh, okay. I get it. All right. So
At
if
this
it's 25, then it becomes 22.
Yes.
I see.
So at this point, let me see.
And the thing is that it adds up as well. It adds up
Yeah,
really quickly.
I do need to add a bit of things, so I'm actually gonna go with this.
Seeker drone.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun ability.
Wait, did it
It
just
basically
block?
launches a drone that follows its target through the map.
Oh. I noticed something though. It just blocked off. It just changed the route somehow.
Which one?
It just changed the route on the right side. It was like, I think it originally went downwards. Then suddenly it decided to go upwards.
Basically, it takes the longest path, but when it's eco, it's semi-random. Sometimes it decides to go up, sometimes it decides to go down.
I see. Okay. Alright.
I mean, I can always use a recycle
What for?
or a block to
Sounds pretty pointless.
get it to the right way, get it to the right direction I needed to. So yeah, we have that.
Sounds a little pointless at this point here.
Yeah, because I really don't need that section of the map that much.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. And,
Yep.
see what we can
We'll just
do.
run the next wave.
Man, these healing drones or enemies are really pretty annoying.
Yeah. There's actually a bunch of different Axon abilities.
I saw in the trailer there was there were like shields.
Yeah, there are shoes that will appear late. I think the shoe creeps come later.
Okay, we'll look at the shields later. I got a feeling I know what it does, but we'll find out together later.
And it's the standard tower defense ability.
Yeah.
It's like you will need multiple modifiers, right? If not, everyone just get knocked through by the
Yeah.
towers, right?
I kind of really
Yeah.
like what I'm seeing now too. It's like there's
Yeah,
some,
this-
it feels like there's so many
This one
things
really
to do.
forces you to think a lot because what you pick now, you really have to consider your endgame also.
And
at this
pre-planning, basically.
And at this point, I can tell you the game balance is pretty tight. The options are pretty tight.
Mm.
No one option is going to strictly dominate, so you really have to.
Very hard, basically.
You do have to weigh quite a lot of things actually. It's quite technical.
Is it safe to say that at some point there will be like more towers and more varieties of upgrades for future updates of the game as well?
I do expect there will be some additions to towers and tags and whatnot at some point. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure I just want I need more credits or something to build stuff.
At the same time, it already has plenty of towers as of right now as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you really have to forward plan a lot.
You have to pre-plan with whatever you have.
Yes, you have to pre-plan with whatever you have, but also consider what the next set of picks might give you when it comes.
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, the drones are doing the job.
Yeah, secret drones are fun. They do quite a lot of work.
Sort of global range, but not really.
Yep, not really, because if there happens to be a gap, somewhere, yep.
Oh, last can use 3. What's this?
Yeah, just have to think about what you want. Options. I'm just gonna reroll.
Yeah, I just saw the target
See what I
marker
get.
and I assume that it marks the enemy so they take more damage when they get hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's so many things you can do in this game, it's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to memorize. Honestly, I still there are some options that I'm probably underestimating. There's a bunch.
I mean, totally fair. So part
I
of
mean,
building.
Yep. recycles is always a useful thing to have when you get later into the game. So, I mean, I don't really want these upgrades as much. And you see, rerolls cost resources, and every reroll costs more.
Ooh, okay.
As you can tell.
Per round, right? For each
every
time
round.
you reroll per round, right?
Yep.
Okay. Makes sense.
So,
and
I'm just gonna
So
say,
you don't want to burn too much of our resources quite early on as well.
yes, there is a case of So then every 4 ways you do get the expand.
and
There is a bunch. I think there's like if I remember correctly, there's like 18 expand shapes, 18 possibilities.
18
So this thing is random as well.
Yeah, and I noticed that the expansion spots actually do change as you expand. Like
As in?
I sort of like expected the original expansion spot, the one that was on the left side earlier on to remain there.
No, it's every expand you place down, the perks change.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Yeah, that's cool.
So there are times where you actually have to consider what the perk is, especially when you need certain things.
That's true, but so you have to balance between like saying, hey, I want my tower. I want my tower to be. Sorry, I want the enemies to be within range of this one specific tower almost at all times.
Yeah.
Versus, I want them to run as far as possible.
Yeah.
All that stuff, and also I
there's
want
a lot of considerations.
Yeah, I also want this particular resource.
Yeah.
So what's your issue? So what's your challenge right now with this set of resources?
It's basically it's basically a perpetual.
No,
perpetual,
I
consideration.
mean, for your current situation right now, what are you considering in terms of like the resources you're getting in relation to where you're going to be placing the new plot of land?
At this point, I'm not so much looking for any specific resource. At this point, I am more of just trying to expand, trying to lengthen my path.
I see,
Mostly.
I see. It's going to look fun here.
Because I'm not looking for anything too specific at this point.
That's fair. But how long? Sorry. How long is each say survival or classic game?
Okay, this one is a bit tricky because
how many waves?
it's endless.
Oh, it's endless for survival.
Yes, it's semi-true. It's semi-true endless.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, because the current balance is a little off, but technically there is a hard cap of 120.
A hard cap of 1 I see.
But the game is balanced such that you're not supposed to get there.
Oh, okay. So are you telling me you've got there?
Okay. I'm using Skylar won't know because I'm using developer playtest.
Yeah.
Fair.
The retail build ends at wave 30 but everyone has been requesting it too much, so the lead testers are actually playing it now.
Oh, I see.
So the retail build ends at wave 30.
Okay.
But I mean, regardless, right? I mean, wave 30 is already a good enough of a measurement to see like how the game is supposed to be like at endless.
Yep. In fact, I may not even get to wave 30 at this point.
Was it? Is it that bad?
It's not easy.
Hard mode is hard.
Okay, I see. It's fair.
Hard mode is hard.
I'm really liking what I see here anyway.
But yeah, it's I just want to put it so yep.
So I see your towers have different ways of damaging enemies, but I haven't actually noticed if your towers have ways of like dealing like maybe status effects like slowing them down.
Yes. Like this one.
Oh.
This one actually has to upgrade. Nah, damage amp. You actually do have a damage amp.
Damage amplifier, okay.
Yeah. You do have that.
Oh.
I don't have the slow tower here.
Why is there
to
a
show you.
camera? I see a camera on the left for some reason. It's a hammer?
Raw hammer.
It's a frag hammer.
Oh, okay.
Used to be one of the fun towers, but I mean, that's not as good as it once used to be.
Oh, okay.
At this point.
Oh.
Developers, you hear that? You gotta make it better again. Rebalance the damn game. I'm just kidding.
It has its users in other maps.
Yes.
Okay,
anyway,
what I want to do here. Think about this game is really forces you to think a lot.
It's okay, I like my thinking game as well.
Yeah. In fact, just because it's actually, can I take a frag hammer here? Do I want it?
Do you want?
Yeah, do I want it? Or do I want to
Do you want it? Question mark.
Do I want?
Also, I realized.
Can you not want it?
Also, I realized. Sorry, I realized that you don't actually earn money from killing enemies. You earn money only at the end of every round.
No, not all enemies give you credits.
Oh, okay.
There are some that don't.
Because I do notice that your money never went up like when you killed like certain enemies. But I didn't see your
not
money
every
go
enemy
up.
gives gold.
That
Okay.
is interesting. Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna take a hammer.
Alright, it's hammer time.
It's hammer
Let's
time.
go, hammer time.
Give them a hammer.
Plus, it's a very short range.
Yeah, it's
It only
melee
hits 3
range.
tiles.
Technically, it's melee range.
Yeah, it's melee range.
Okay, let's watch the action. Okay, look at your money. Oh yeah, it's going up a little, yeah.
It's going up, but it's just that it doesn't come in constantly until like at the end of a wave, and it's like one whole shot.
Usually at this one I'm like, okay, maybe there are ways for me to earn more money per wave. Like, are there towers that will help me earn more money per wave?
No. Mostly, you get more gold from picking the correct perks.
I see. Oh, there's a star tower.
Actually,
Okay, the fun thing about this is each tower has a tower tag. It randomly spawns in this slot. It's a global effect to all towers of that type.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
That sounds great. And
So
somehow I'm seeing a red color spot in the middle of your map as well. But I think you'll probably tell us what that is later.
is that the big red square in the middle of nowhere?
It's Singapore.
I'm actually gonna reroll this.
That's
because
not
I don't like the
circle.
pigs.
God damn.
I mean, in this game it's all square, so.
The pigs are worse. Doesn't give me anything I want.
Well, I guess you can use.
But I'm just gonna take credits in this case.
Yeah, and your orbital tower can do more stuff, I guess.
Just gonna put this down.
But
Okay.
I guess that's only one.
Basically, this red square it will spawn one of these black towers.
Black.
Basically, you can't build over it.
Oh, I see.
It's a mechanic to basically impede your mazing somewhat.
I see it. Yes, I see
But,
it.
but it's a 50-50 because sometimes it probably does nothing.
Yeah.
If it comes out in a spot like that you have no use for, it probably does nothing.
It's just probably like want to sell your tower if it comes out. Can it come out on your tower?
No, it will come out on a random empty spot.
Okay.
But does it stay there?
It stays there.
Oh damn.
At this point, there is no way to remove all these black things.
Oh, okay. Can you?
So they're just
Sorry, go on.
basically impedances that you have to plan around.
Yeah, I mean.
You can counter it by putting an ad.
Can you counter it by putting a tower? Do they let
You can't build on nothing.
Can't build on. Oh no. Okay.
You have to put an ad to counter
I
it.
mean that thing can Oh, so it can't like replace an already added tile. It just places on a empty tile.
Yeah, it will spawn on a random tile that isn't used.
Okay. So tiles that are like already existing, like an add tile, a road tile, whatnot, they even not replace those tiles.
No, it will spawn on something that is unused.
Okay. I understand now.
Okay.
Alright.
What
next
do I want? What do I want in this build? This layout is like I have one tower slot left, so
And you can add one more ad.
I can add one more tower. Command link is fun, but basically my tower, this thing basically adds 2 range to every tower, to the 4 towers in its cardinals. But in this case, most of my towers don't have range.
Do you even need those towers that have extra range?
So he rerolls. Probably.
Yeah, because looking at his maze, right, unless you're talking about improving a top tower's range, right, then he doesn't have any use for it.
Basically, this one is you pick it early, you build around it. Or like when your towers have a more defined range. So, you know, like sometimes, like let's say like this thing doesn't hit a range, you know. So you give it like two towers range in a larger circle. It does help you.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, but right now, there's really nothing much you can do with that.
The way this build is shaping up, it doesn't, you know, benefit me too much.
Yeah. So I guess you either reroll or you pick that thing on the rightmost, whichever that is.
Yeah.
2 cells every 2 waves. Oh, I see.
Yeah. I mean, my playstyle doesn't really rely me on selling. So actually, since I have a 0 reroll, I'm just gonna reroll to see what I get.
Oh, I see. You have another drilling laser.
Yep, I actually do get this. This tower tech is very handy.
It's great.
So yeah, auto pick.
Nice.
Tower techs are basically permanent upgrades to all towers of that type.
And I guess I have to raise this up as well. So you have your enemies have different health types as well, right? I noticed something about shields and armor.
Yep.
So what are we looking at here? Like what's the default kind of health type?
The default is
just
the green color health.
HP, I guess.
Yeah. There's only basically armor and shields that you have to consider. Basically, shields you have to shoot them 4 times to break the shield.
Okay. And armor is just an additional type
Yeah,
that is resistant to normal attack, something along those lines, right?
It's not resistant. Armor is basically you just have to break it by like shooting it a few times.
Okay. Well,
at this point, you know, I'm just gonna sell this.
So you do have a new plot of land.
Yeah. I'm just doing something else first before I get to that.
I see. You can do something else first, I guess. And it's going to go longer now.
Yep. I'm just gonna go long. Do I have enough house for this? Something you really have to consider. The way you put down certain things.
And because of your resources, which is damn limited, if you make a wrong move, you're making a loss regardless.
Okay. There is a wave. It's wave based, so you can actually load. You can actually just go back.
Hey, no.
I mean, unless you just reload the last checkpoint, right?
Yeah,
every wave is a checkpoint.
Yeah.
So you can just redo.
No.
So if you leak, you can actually just redo.
Yeah. Yeah. Why you save scum? Think.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Drop?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about you.
Didn't save scum, what?
Oh yeah, sorry. Draft save scum.
What? I'm confused. Why? Wait, what?
It's okay.
What?
That is not very rogue. You know what?
Rogue one.
Coming from someone who rogues, yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, we'll just let this wave run.
Okay.
I mean,
what wave number are we at now? Oh, 13. Okay.
this is wave 13.
Damn. We've been talking for so long and it's wave 13. But I mean, I guess because we're talking more about like the game itself. So
Yeah.
there. Artillery, yes, my favorite.
Artillery is pretty fun. But at this point, I don't want to. I'm gonna reroll this because
we gotta play to win here, man.
Who wants to play to lose, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
alright,
I'm a bit late on the uptake, but Holy just like insulted all of us by saying that we only have 2 brain cells.
What?
Totally not stirring shit. Anyway. More hammers!
Hammers.
Holy
Okay.
likes his hammers.
More hammers!
I don't go for that at this point.
I see a good place for a hammer, I guess.
Yep. Where do you see it?
Actually down in your extended zone. The part where in the middle of the big square area.
Oh, nah, I'm gonna use this one.
Which what?
This one.
Uh-huh.
That tile. It's a good hammer spot.
Yeah, that's a good hammer spot as well, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on up there. Let's watch them die at least.
Okay, the hammer actually has one very useful upgrade eventually.
Oh.
I'm pretty much looking for this upgrade.
Which one are we looking at? Cause sorry, we can't actually see a mouse. So no,
the second,
the middle one.
the second upgrade
Stuns.
for the stun.
Oh, stuns are
Yep.
great.
Yep. So yep, hammer.
Oh, the hammer only
fine.
hits in one direction.
Yep, you have to pick which direction
Right.
it is.
It doesn't
Three
like
tiles.
hit around it if you try to just place it there. Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
Then yeah, that's not good. Then that square area is not
drilling
good place
laser.
for the hammer.
this one is fun. So I'm just
Plus
gonna.
one damage per 4 tiles away from the base tower for all single drone towers. Interesting.
I've relied on this quite a bit recently, so I'm just gonna run with it. I know I do like this, but no, just I'm waiting out the upgrade. Get the right upgrades.
And
Remember
once-
the upgrades have to be rolled.
And once we get the right upgrades, we can go.
Then I'll just spend
we
it.
can go hammer time.
Yeah. Okay, so the first key milestone is probably wave 15
Okay.
because you have the big boss.
Okay, we need to look at the big boss then. Oh no, they have shields now.
Yep. The shield creeps are basically this one.
Yeah, I see the cloaker thing. I
Yeah.
also saw like those creatures with like bigger shields. I suppose they
Yeah.
can only get damaged like while the towers are inside them.
Yes.
Ah.
It's pretty much some of it is pretty standard mechanics.
Ooh, I see you can heal on the perfect roll.
Ah,
Oh,
actually,
no.
let me think. Do I want this? I have half a mind between taking this slow and this one.
Having more health or having a better tower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You see, the thing is, the game really forces you into a lot of tight decisions.
And then once you go, you probably wouldn't want to pick another upgrade. Then wasting
Holy
upgrades and whatnot.
just
Right?
more hammers.
Yeah.
Like go full hammer.
I mean, okay. At this point, I think I need more gold, so I'm just gonna take this.
Okay.
As we say, tower defense strategy. You're not supposed to leak, right?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
So we have that. Okay. And yep.
And
I'm gonna slow this down because you have the Goliath
let's go
boss,
and watch the boss die.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
and preemptively I'm just gonna use my abilities to kill the boss.
Zeus cannon.
Yep.
What's that do again?
It strikes the highest HP
Oh,
for half its health,
oh shit! And it's where is it?
So
Oh,
it's
it's over
pretty
there.
good.
Okay.
but it takes 5 power and it has a
Yep.
cooldown of 8 or 10 seconds. I don't remember.
And can we zoom into the boss and take a look at like the magnificence of this lad? It just explode. What happened? What's the explosion?
Okay, basically you see the HP. It has 6 sections. So every
Oh, I
section
see.
it's like a milestone kind of thing.
Ah, I see.
All towers will disengage.
How towers with this?
All towers will disengage from the boss and retarget it if it's still in range.
Oh, I
So secret drones will lose their target.
see. Ah, I see. Oh, and it's dead now.
Interesting.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to go for this upgrade.
Okay, what does
Oh,
it
I'm
do?
not-
I didn't read it. Grows as long as there are axons on this trap. Oh, I see. So as long as it's like dealing damage, it just
Yeah.
keeps going up. I see. Wait, the
So-
Goliath boss is supposedly dead, but it's not.
Uh,
It's deactivated over there.
Yeah, it deactivates in between waves.
Oh, I see. Wait, that's
It will
really
deactivate.
interesting then. You have to
So it will go. If the boss reaches the end, the run is over.
Oh.
If instant over once
Yeah,
it reaches the end, right?
Yes.
Oh shit,
The run ends if you lead the boss.
that's cool.
So
And-
basically, you do actually have to start planning for this from very early.
Shit, you know what this reminds me of actually? So, you know Balloons TD? And it's down! There we go. You know Balloons TD, like it has the new boss waves and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then while the boss waves are happening, your normal waves are actually ongoing as well.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty cool then.
Wait. I forgot one thing.
Oh no, what did you forget?
Expand.
Oh yeah, crap. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that too. It's okay. We can expand later. Oh no, I got a leak.
Yeah, I don't care about one leaks lah.
Just one leak.
Yeah.
Wait, how much? How much damage do you take per leak?
I think I have a survival perk enabled that negates the first leak.
I see.
Oh, okay.
But how much damage do they do to you? I guess you can check their stats, right?
Yeah, you can check how much. You can check
Okay,
what
so
each Axon leaks for, but
okay.
I don't.
you don't
Half the
bother.
things I don't remember.
There's some things that you don't have to know, like why worry about it?
I'm one of those more casual that I don't memorize everything.
Like, it's fine.
Yes,
Don't need
yeah,
to be so complicated. It's fine.
Yeah.
No leak is best leak.
You will get to it eventually.
Don't forget to place your new path, by the way.
Yeah, Max Spender. God.
Believe you are
Yeah,
in need of,
there are some very
resource now.
iffy expand shapes that don't fit into your layout nicely.
And then you ask yourself, why do you maze like that? But you already maze like that, so it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, what do
Yeah.
I do?
Just gotta be creative about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty much the game.
Yeah,
How the game works.
for sure.
Also because this is the endless mode, right? You
Yeah.
only have limited towers to get, if I'm not wrong, right now. We are looking at like 8 towers that you can
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, eight
So
different
let's
types.
say if somehow your RNG is bad, you don't get whatever you want, and then you kind of get calculator on, and that's GG, right?
yeah. I mean that's standard roguelike, right?
Yeah, I mean it happens.
Yeah, it happens. So
So let's see.
at this point, I kind of need a little bit more power, so I'm just gonna put this down here.
Okay, and just gonna let it go around. Oh my god, that's so many though. One,
I-
2, 3.
Yeah, I gotta.
Either way, you have to use 3 of 3 add.
Yeah, I have to use 3 ads, but I'm up like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, around there.
I don't want to.
The question is, do you want to build it into that, or do you want to like
Yeah, I'm gonna go down, or do I have to? Nah. See the red square? I can counter it by just putting an ad on it.
Yeah, so I guess you might as well just do that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
All of a sudden?
oh, you have to build like some extra shit, or you need to remove some shit. But now your drilling laser becomes less useful.
Yeah.
That's what you have to worry about.
Also that, but I can just do this, right?
Yeah, you can sell your drilling laser and put it somewhere else. Yeah. Sorry, when you sell, do you get it for like the same kind of expensive
100%, right? If I'm
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah. So, full self refund.
for both powers as well?
Yes, everything.
Oh,
You get full refund.
okay.
No refund. Sorry, no, wrong game.
That's not Borderlands. at all.
You get full
Yeah.
refunds. You get full refunds for all resources.
Okay, that's great.
No
In this game.
refunds.
There are no refunds.
You know what?
I do see a
I'm gonna
sort of
put a
hammer
hammer.
spot.
Fuck it. But I don't have gold.
Oh, right. I was thinking of that actually. I was thinking of that spot.
What?
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of that spot for the hammer.
Yeah, the spot's pretty good. Also.
Oh, well, might as well just speed the game up while we're waiting for it to
Yeah.
for the money to go up. They go boom.
No, because I was just waiting to put the hammer down.
Overwhelm teleport activated. What?
Yeah.
What's going on?
That is a survival perk that basically, if I have more than 40 Axons on the map, everything gets teleported five squares back.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
It's a way to save me, and yep, I'm leaking here.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I hope they hit for 1 each.
Yep.
Oh, 3
Some will
each.
leak for more. Well,
Oh no,
that's
they
a
hit
bit
for
more
3
leaks than I
each.
wanted, but it's okay.
Yeah, damn. What are you gonna do now? Oh, what the? Sorry. What's the thing on the right?
Nothing.
What? Oh, I see. It's, I guess, gives you more ad, but you need to spend a lot.
When you need it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but on this map, on this layout, I probably don't need it.
Yeah, fair.
So, what do I really need? I don't need cred. Drilling laser slow is pretty good. That's a pretty fun one to use.
And it still gives you 2 recycles as well, so it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need recycles. I don't need a recycles right now.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I will do. I think
Well,
my
you
layout
definitely
is.
need an AoE slow. That's what you're lacking right now.
In this game, you actually don't. The AoE slow is kind of
Bad.
weakish, yeah. So you actually don't want slows.
Okay, sorry. AoE stun. AKA your hammer upgrade.
Yeah, if the hammer upgrade comes, yeah, I'm taking it.
Man, you haven't been lucky on the end yet. Unfortunately.
It's hard to get lucky in. I mean, it's too okay. So I think what makes this more extremely interesting is that there is too much RNG involved, right? That you could never get perfect, like whatever you want straight up.
You're never gonna.
It's a fast moving state.
You're never. Yeah. I mean, it's hard mode, so
Yeah,
I did plan to leak. I mean, I do expect to leak, kind of, you know.
Bad. Have to. So what happens if you block off all the? Can you actually like block off everything by accident?
No, you can't.
No.
They will just not let you do it.
The game will path you out.
I see.
The game blocks you from invalid pathing.
Okay, that makes sense. Then my other question is, I think for now we're good. Yeah. But yeah, no, my other question is for Holy. So how do you find this game? Just by watching
Looking,
it so far?
right?
Yeah, I mean, since you are like down, you're there like rolling the punches, you gotta have more hammers, all that stuff. How are you finding the game so far on your end? In fact, I should ask all my viewers, how are you guys finding the game right now? I know
I think if you like mazing, right? I think this game can be good. It can be a fun game.
Yeah.
I love mazing. It's amazing.
What do I want?
To be able to maze.
Just gonna run this wave, I think.
Why?
Why not?
Serious to do here.
Why not, Skylar?
Why you have to make that kind of shitty
Why
pun?
not?
Shitty pun.
Why not? You, the man who makes shittier puns than me, are questioning my puns?
What? I make shittier puns. What?
Yeah.
I'm actually here.
At least I try to be original, okay?
Oh.
It's not like saying, I'm back, and then it's like, hi back, I'm Skylar.
Here. I guess.
What is this?
Nope.
The personal attack.
Still holding.
Okay, anyway, what are we looking at here?
What are these?
I see there are thought enemies. Like they break into different smaller enemies when you beat.
Yep,
when you
there's a bunch
them.
of those squadrons that basically split into like smaller units.
And I see your orbital cannons are really doing its job as well.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I'm gonna leak like
a
one or two
little
back.
bit.
But this doesn't matter. I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but yeah.
Oh, credit cost. Oh shit. Oh my god, the hammer though. Is it the correct hammer?
Nope. Not the right one.
Damn.
It's not.
Money.
Yeah,
That's
just take the
economy. You
discount.
need the economy.
Yeah, just take a discount on everything.
Yeah. And now you can expand.
Just down. Wow.
Expand
What
far
are these
left.
shapes, man?
What is this shape? Oh my goodness.
That shit is getting weirder and weirder every day.
I can't even see like, how you need to link this. Oh, I do see how you can link this. Pretty nice. Actually, it's not bad. You just gotta use like 5,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5.
Counting
6.
houses. Counting houses. It's a skill
house.
itself. I put it this way or
This is the best way, I think.
this one, right?
I think so, but you need to put 6 tiles for it to work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have refreshers that you have recycles that you can.
Yeah, I got
that
recycles,
technically
so-
is infinite. So
Yeah. Do this.
I was also thinking of that, but that works too.
But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna purposely extend the path just because I
wow.
just for length.
Wow.
Cause why not?
This
Why
hammer is
not?
obviously out of place now, so we just have to
Oh yeah, I forgot about the hammer. I actually forgot
just
about the
reload.
hammer.
I mean, relocates are free.
Yeah, fair.
Like this.
Yeah, recycles are technically free.
Yeah. I mean, you do have a finite. You kind of do have a finite amount of everything, but yeah.
Yeah, like I said, technically free because you get 2 free ones every like 4 waves.
It might slip my mind, but did we talk about the usables already?
User as in the active abilities.
Yeah, the active skills.
Yeah, we used it during the boss wave.
I used a bunch of it during the wave 15 for the boss.
It takes
I
up
used it
like
already.
what half its segment.
Half of a bar. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the other one do?
My other skill is nuke.
New.
Actually, I forgot to use it.
Oh,
I did forget to use it.
so it's a huge AoE attack on all enemies.
Yep. Yep.
Or is it a map-wide AoE attack?
No. Targeted.
Targeted.
They're all abilities centered around the tower.
Oh, I see.
So like this. Boom.
Boom, not bad.
Boom.
Iba boom.
Didn't really do a lot, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that leak.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
gonna
leak,
hurt.
but,
This is gonna hurt so bad.
Okay, so if you actually leak, right, what you can do is before
Hey.
you leak, you can reset the checkpoint. But I'm not gonna do it here, lah.
Not safe scum.
In the interest of time.
Safe scum.
Hey, why is it scum?
Safe scumming.
Yeah, it's basically safe coming.
Is it wrong to safe scum? Question
What's
mark.
the ultimate penalty?
Yeah. Okay. Now you give me this tower.
Now you give. Oh, this looks cool. I like the tower.
Yeah, this is fun.
What's the orbital upgrade?
+5 damage to all orbital cannons for each adjacent tower that is not an orbital.
That is not very useful. Like,
Yeah,
is a
it's not
mine
very useful.
considered is a mine considered a tower?
Nope. It says tower.
God damn it.
It's
Well-
not considered a tower.
Well, I have an idea for that. But it involves placing hammers. But not the best.
So
It's-
basically,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take credits
Okay.
at this point.
Also, Holy Punisher. Is safe scumming? Is it wrong? Next stream topic.
I mean,
depends.
it can be a good topic.
Depends,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Well, as it is, we've
Did we
got
not talk
pretty
about safe scumming the previous time?
Sorry?
Did you not talk about safe scumming the previous time?
Did we talk about safe scumming the previous time? I thought you were talking about guides for the previous time.
Huh.
Yeah, also safe scumming.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think
Okay.
safe scumming is we're just gonna put it in advance, but I think safe scumming is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you are doing it like to try and unlock everything that you see, because you don't have to play a game from the very start or every single time. It's boring, right? It's
I mean,
tiring.
especially in
But
this game.
safe scumming, like to get past an obstacle because you're not good enough.
A bit tricky.
Okay, good.
Stop that! You're leaking content for actual future stream. Hey, I'm just saying things, man.
I mean, especially in this game. I mean, when I'm playing alone, yeah, if I leak, I do restart.
Yeah, fair.
Fair. I mean, if you're trying to experiment or you're trying to like learn how to game the game, I think safe scumming is fine because you're trying to learn like how to optimize your maze.
Stop, Skylar. Holy is gonna complain further. It's gonna like, yeah, leaking content for the actual
No, I
future
mean,
stream.
as in, I am basing it based on just this game itself, lah. Like, it'll be
I
cool
mean,
if safe
Like, if
scum
you really want to optimize your build, like, these leaks, I can just go back and, replace things to, figure out how to do certain things
fine.
better, yeah.
let's say you are trying to make a choke point, then you realize, hey shit, my maze isn't choking. Then like, okay, I'm gonna save scum and just like reverse back.
Fair.
You cannot.
But then, yeah, you know what? I did. I have seen a lot of like good players of certain games like just actually doing the whole safe scumming thing, like sort of shamelessly in a sense. Because
I think it depends on the
sometimes like
purpose, right?
if imagine you have played the game all the way to the end, or you're doing like a certain challenge that's just way too hard, way too difficult to game with, then you just want to waste the time anymore. You want to get on, like, go on and do other things.
I have a life, man.
Yeah, I have life, man. I don't spend 20 hours on this thing, man. Okay, then it's okay, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
There's probably a limit, where you get to a point that it's like, it's totally justified to say scum. But not as like a default ability, I guess.
And I think it works for this game as well, right? Because you can spam save scum, but how many times will you do it until you're like, yeah, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go with this and see what I get the next few waves, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, there are cases where you misplace your expand and you're just gonna do it.
Yeah, then save coming is totally fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, in that case, then
yeah, like, you are about to place your expand, like it's in a wonderful position, and then suddenly your cat punches your hand and
just your hand. What the heck, man?
your cat body slams your hand and you just like place it somewhere else really far away. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yep.
But, you get it.
Ah,
Yes. But you don't have any power.
yep. I don't have power to use the upgrade now.
No. Well, I want to see the power in action.
Yep.
We've pretty much shown like quite a lot of this game already, so I got a feeling that it's probably a good time to call it a day.
Yep.
But let's go on for a couple more waves and see what we can get, especially with the hammer. I'm curious about the hammer now.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, meanwhile, right, we can also not just talk about the game, right?
Yeah, we can.
So Drop, since right, we all know like you have been play testing and like be a tester for them for ages, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get into play testing for them in the first place?
I started from the Warcraft 3 custom map basically. I played like a bunch of it. I think I like gave a bit of feedback, like talk a little bit, and kind of just went from there. Basically, I got pulled in. Like I got really pulled into the game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. A normal progression for a lot of people in the industry actually.
That is a long story short, but basically that is the story.
Well, what's a short story long?
Come on.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'll stop. As in, it comes to a point where you don't really remember much of it.
Yeah, I mean you've been involved in the game for so long, right? And it just naturally comes in a sense.
Yeah, it just like I just gave like enough feedback that I got invited back to play, certain things.
Fair.
Yeah. Something about hammer thing. No adjacent deployment. So that's
My picks are bad this game. Okay. I'm just gonna take this.
That's for the economy, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Nah. The hammer's
Now
time.
let's see your hammer time.
Hammer
I only
time.
have 2. I only have power for 2, and
I noticed there are no like further tiers for the upgrades as well. You just get one upgrade and that's it.
yep, that's it. All towers only have the 3 upgrades. You choose one, and that's it.
Is it like in the future will we still have more or just don't have it?
I don't think it's in the game design already.
Okay. Because I'm looking at it, right? Like when you upgrade towers, there's like this bottom 3 blank space. So I'm very curious.
Oh, the one on the bottom left.
Yeah. You look at upgraded tower, the bottom left it still exists, like the bottom 3 square space. That's why I asked.
Right. So it's not going to be used anymore.
Which one?
The bottom left 3 spaces.
Wait, what can I put?
What
I'm
can
just gonna
you
put this. Actually, wait. Let me see what other options do I have. Recycles, Reddit, ads,
Powers would be nice.
ads. Okay, actually, I need this.
Yeah, power would be nice.
I do need this, so I'm just gonna do it.
Then you just place that 4.
Just gonna do this.
And we have a question from Hori also. He asks, what do you want to tell the people who are interested to be a community tester like you? Like people want to get into game development. So how?
I don't know. Mine is a very convoluted case. Where basically I just did a Warcraft 3 map all the way to indie. So
Very hard to give an answer of that.
So Yeah, I didn't actually plan my way in.
Just community tester. Okay, never mind. Yeah, not game development, just community tester.
Basically, I basically chance into my role. So
Yeah.
I pretty much chance into my role. So yeah.
I think
Fair enough.
I guess if I were to put it in a more relatable manner, like if you have a game that you are really passionate about, and you have a game that you're really passionate about, and you have like a Discord community. What is going through your towels? And you you want to get into it, yeah, you join like their Discord community and like just be really active in it.
Yeah, just be active and like eventually, you might chance your way into opportunity basically.
Senpai will notice you and they will let you do something.
And they might invite you into some betas and you just root your way. So yeah, mine is really accidental in a way.
So follow-up question from Holly. What skills do you think would be good to have before being a community tester?
Just be active in the game's Discord, that's all I can say. Yeah.
You learn the skills along the way.
Don't just be active in the game Discord, basically, contribute something meaningful, root your way through.
Root your way through.
I mean,
I'm wrong lah.
It makes sense. Actually does make sense, yeah.
It sounds off, but it makes sense, so nothing is off.
Yeah.
I really got into this position really by accident.
And I still think it's really cool that you are in this position.
You see, at this point, when you're this late into the game,
So now it's like, I have no money. I'm leaking I leaked 30 lives last round.
Yep.
What can I do to not leak?
Okay, honestly, I loaded it to hard mode because I know it's gonna be a fast one. The difficulty it really isn't balanced.
Okay. Now we know.
I mean, to be fair, we've gone on this map for more than an hour already, so we've lasted pretty damn long ourselves. I know we spent a lot of time talking and just analyzing what we see in front of us.
Yep.
But it is what it is, and it is a pretty long play session each time around.
True.
And we still never talked about a lot of things that's going on in front of us. We just came across enemies that go through you. We never talk about the enemies that teleport forward.
The flight mobs as well.
Yeah.
I believe the flight mobs, I know we never talk about it, but I believe the flight mobs also have a different walking path than the default whatever that's on the ground, right?
The flying mobs basically will fly through anything except blanks. That's why if you see the start of the game, I actually purposefully recycle all the tiles in the middle already.
I see. It makes sense.
I purposefully recycled everything in the middle.
From the experience. Let's see here though. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could extend your path a little bit more on the top right, but how much does that help right now at this point?
Yeah, I could add one or two tiles there, but
literally you need to have like a perfect run.
It's like when you don't get a perfect run, you're like, why am I not getting a perfect run? But it's not like, it's not easy to get a perfect run either, kind of thing.
And right now you need to have a perfect run because if you leak, you leak at most once, but any more than that, you're dead. GG.
Yeah.
You deep, man.
You dead.
Game isn't too forgiving at this point. So I'm probably just gonna leak this wave and end.
Okay, that's good enough. It lasted long enough. And
yeah. I mean, if I play this in normal mode, I could go infinite.
Fair. That's why I play hard.
Yeah, that's why I play hard.
Oh my god, why are there speedy ones?
There is a speed mod in the mix.
Oh, no, I see. I'm looking at the speedy enemies right now. They're running real fast.
Yep.
They are going super sonic speed.
There's a speed mod. There's a speed mod in the pool.
Oh, I see.
In
the pool.
I mean, I think we never really talked about all the Axon types.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go that deep into the game, right?
Yeah,
if you all are interested in the game, please go and support
So
the game.
basically, actually, even when you lose, right, you can just go back.
Oh, that's true.
Go back.
That says
and reload the level, right?
Yep. You can just reload away. So if you leak, you can actually infinite reload until you get it clean.
I see.
Yep.
That's cool.
This is where you ask yourself, do I want the perfect run or do I want to just like have
I
fun?
want to put myself through this torture for any longer, or do I just want to go back to the drawing board and like try and make something better?
Yep.
Totally fair. But you know what?
Yep.
That was wonderful showcase.
I'm just gonna show some other stuff out of game.
Okay.
Since, So you have the normal and hard, and basically, I don't think Skylar has seen this page, but there is this menu.
This
that gives you a bunch of upgrades that you can choose from.
Okay, I actually played the campaign. So I can see this one.
No, this is the playtest only. This is survival abilities for playtest.
Oh no, as in there is something similar to that in the campaign, but it's not fully fleshed out from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, it's not. Even this one isn't. So you have a bunch of abilities that you can choose. You do have to unlock them slowly.
Fair.
Yeah, you have to play more basically.
Just
which
play more
is fair.
Until you get.
What kind of abilities are we looking at here? Give me an example.
Okay, the first one is plus 50 starting credits and plus 25 starting power.
Okay.
Then you have double resources.
So
you cannot lose more than 50 lives in a single wave.
Okay, so it's like resources and
resources, macro abilities, and perks.
Okay.
Like this.
Really good for resources. Okay.
You basically gain a free reroll 4, 8, and 12. I don't know why.
Why is it only 4,
But
8,
yeah,
12?
basically give you a free reroll so that you can get a good start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you don't sell in a wave block a leak, that's I think one of the abilities that you saw trigger.
Oh, I see what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. And let me see. Other than upgrades, you have loadout as well.
Loadout is basically you can change your 2 starting towers to anything you want.
Assuming you know how they work in the first place.
You gotta learn how they work in the first place. But there's a lot of towers, I just noticed.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, right? That's why the campaign is so good.
28 off.
Because the campaign slowly lets you learn how each tower works. Although the campaign is kind of like soft lock right now.
I see.
Because you only have the first 2 chapters, 3 and 4 is in playtest.
And you have other abilities below as well. Oh no, those are all the abilities, I see.
It's 8 lah. You choose 2 from these 8 lah.
I see, understand.
So you have hypercharge, boost the tower's range, ignore armor and shield, nuke, which you saw, EMP, disable all abilities like the teleports and shields and everything. Then you have stasis. Basically keeps everything in place for like for some seconds.
Some seconds.
Some amount, X amount of seconds.
I don't remember my numbers.
Okay.
That's how I work. Zeus Cannon, which you saw me use.
Okay.
And damage amplification. Amplify damage. Yeah. So you choose your 2 starting towers and your 2 starting abilities for survival.
And you gotta unlock those towers as well. I'm looking. Unlock for 0 point.
Everything's 0. Yeah. Everything unlocks for 0.
Any towers?
Not supposed to.
I see.
We thought of actually having you unlock, but it's survival. You're supposed to know everything by the time you go into survival.
And I mean, if you don't know, you just use the survivor to actually just test it out, I guess.
I mean, you could learn everything from survival, but you probably played everything before getting into this endgame mode.
I guess if you're going to be like earning points is this point system in the game already, by the way?
Which one?
Is this point system for unlocking perks and towers already implemented in the released version of the early access?
The open version, you have everything available for your 2 starting towers. Yeah.
But in the final version, it's probably not going to be that way, right?
We're deciding.
You're deciding. I see. Because I mean, we could probably put
This
like,
one you probably
more...
just play. This one is like you probably just play enough games. You probably unlock everything soon enough lah.
Because I was like thinking, you could probably like use more, put more use to your points, not points, your scores. Like maybe if you get a higher score, you go further in a wave, you get more points, something along those lines.
Haha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick this up
yeah.
because I need it. So it's right. Yep.
But yeah.
So yeah, basically you have your tutorial, your quick play. Your quick play is basically 12. Wait, I think they have.
There is a fixed number of waves. I see.
Wait, there's unreleased maps in here.
Wow, that's so fun. Okay.
Yeah, there are unreleased. There's unreleased maps.
Good to know that it's not just like the normal one and the floating islands. So floating islands is damn difficult looking, by the way.
Which one? Yeah, some of these are pretty hard, are pretty tricky to run. Which one was it? This one's pretty hard to run.
Relic?
Foundry. This one's pretty fun. There's one very fun mechanic inside this map.
I see.
Which I actually... I'll just show you the...
Okay.
I'll just show you the mechanic inside.
Alright, let's do a quick one.
Without running the map.
Yep.
Wait, I think it's this map, right? Yeah. That is what... okay.
Oh, what's that?
Yep.
Oh,
It lets you rotate.
Oh, crap.
Oh, wow, you can rotate?
Yep, you can rotate this thing. So you can manipulate the map. And remember, you have this. You have the ads, right? So you can manipulate it to rig it the way you want it to. Also, in campaign, you have these power generators where you put a tower beside it to activate the ability.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
That is hella broken.
For quick play.
That looks hella broken.
That's really cool.
It's quite fun.
One more question from Holy once again. Any tower specific buff for your, I guess, your upgrade? Maybe not upgrade. Sorry, the abilities.
Like tower upgrades, like what? What are you looking at?
I mean, more like your loadouts. Like, do we have any abilities down there that? Well, I do. No, you do have abilities that buff your towers, right? They buff the range.
Yeah, you have this that buffs cardinals. You have the gravity trap as a slow. You have this one that slows in a line. Then you have the let me find it. Where's the tower? Can't find it. The damage M. Yeah.
So there are support towers. Are there support towers that support towers?
Support towers. Oh my god.
Are there towers that like support other towers pretty much? Like it doesn't like debuff enemies, like buffs the other towers.
No, this one.
Oh, other than that?
All those are basically.
Okay. Oh, but we don't get to see like all the upgrades that these towers have, right?
You do.
In this menu, or do we get to? Oh, I see.
You actually do have. You can right click on everything to see the 3 upgrades.
Okay, I understand now. Okay then.
Yep.
Well, guys, we have seen this game for a good the support tower like IO from Dota Ken Peter. Who's IO again?
What?
That ball. I mean, command link kind of functions that way. Yep.
Okay. But anyway, guys, we have done a lot of this. We have done a lot of this game, an hour plus of it. And okay, it's my first time seeing the game. So
how do you feel actually?
I think there's a lot that you can do in this game. I think it's great. The game looks really clean. Okay, first of all, like let's say compared to Element TD, compared to your previous projects, I find that Axon TD looks really, really clean and really simple.
Yeah, we did learn a lot of lessons from doing Element.
Yeah, because Element TD has a lot of resources to consider at any given point in time. You're talking about tower levels, at the element levels, your money, and so on and so forth, right? In Axon TD, we are just looking at your money and your power. And
ING.
Your game ramps up stage by stage, but you have full control of it. So you know exactly what you have at any given point in time. Element TD has a much higher learning curve to start for beginners compared to Axon TD, in my opinion.
Yes.
So
That is one thing that we actually considered because Element is pretty hard to pick up. It's pretty hard to learn, honestly. There's too many mechanics that people don't understand.
Mm-hmm. So this, I find that Axon TD is a step in like the right direction.
It's easier to pick up, but there's a lot of details that experienced players will tell.
Right? There are a lot of nuances that give you that allow you for like mastery, that allow you to master the game. But at the same time, it's not like so easy that there's no challenge. It's just easy to pick up, and that's what makes a game like appealing to anybody who plans to start on this like genre of games.
Yeah.
So it's like compared to say, I like to compare games, okay, and obviously the most popular game, tower defense game right now in the world is Bloons TD. Because I mean it's on multiple platforms, but it's also a game that's been going on for a long time. And but in all things considered, for Bloons TD, it is a very basic tower defense game. Just place towers down, things happen. Try to have them synergize with each other as much as possible. Things happen. So
you make it sound very fun, dude.
I mean, I make it sound very simple, but obviously it's not a very simple game. There's a lot of things that go on into Bloons TD game, and ultimately, it's a very fun game to break as well. So, I guess I have to ask this question: what makes Axon TD stand out among all the other tower defense games in the market, including Bloons TD?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the selling point is probably mostly on survival, where you really have that roguelike experience plus map manipulation.
Roguelike experience plus map manipulation. Yep. Because that's actually true. Because I think as far as I'm concerned, I think there are a few tower defense games that actually do have some level of map manipulation or some level of mazing. Those newer modern ones. But I've never really dug them so much. I mean,
this one isn't just really amazing because the map really literally expands forever.
Yeah, and it is the fact that it's procedurally generated. And when we talk about other roguelike tower games, there's actually only one that I can think of. And that game, I suppose it starts to feel a little bit limited the more you play it. That there's less tactical there's less of tactical understanding and more of like ramping up on literal numbers, just making sure that one particular tower gets really, really strong all the way. Loop Hero, no. Talking about Rogue Tower.
Rogue Tower?
Yeah, you can go and check it out on Steam as well.
Oh.
If you want to go and discover more of such similar games. So I think for Axon TD, it is a great roguelike tower defense game with its own unique mechanics. And definitely worth picking up.
I mean, it pretty much is.
Yeah. And it's definitely
of course, I'm biased.
Yeah, you're biased. I'm going to come out from a totally unbiased position here. Totally unbiased as well. But if you want to get the game right now, it's $19 on Steam. I'll say it's worth it to give the developers your support for the game and play it as he developed, across his development cycle.
Yeah.
So
give the game a shot. It's actually pretty decent, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
considering Warcraft 3 customs, who actually played Legion TD, the original one?
I did.
Legion TD me.
But I forgot how it's like. It's been a long time. I remember the name, but I don't remember the game.
Wait, what?
There's a Legion TD 2 on Steam. Huh.
Yeah.
I can't search for it.
Fun fact, I'm in the credits.
You are the what?
I'm in
the credits also.
Oh, damn.
I'm in the credits of that one.
So you are a community tester for all the tower defense games?
All TDs.
For now, yes.
Will you want to do testing for like non-tower defense games at some point?
I mean, the thing is, I chance into my role, so I'm not like actively looking to really go in to go in.
I see. But if given a chance, would you do a non-tower defense game as a test.
We have to consider whether the prospects are good lah.
So if it's
Because
good,
I
then
have
you
done cancel. I have seen a few cancelled projects already.
Fair enough. In your field of work, you will definitely see a lot of those.
And at some point, especially in Singapore, financial stability is still a thing. So yes,
fair.
it's hard.
Fair, that's very fair.
You don't want to accept a project that doesn't pay off financially.
That is very fair too. Yeah, understandable. Well,
You don't want to dedicate enough to
That's
a
a very
project
interesting
that doesn't pay off.
True.
Well, Skylar, do you have anything to ask him?
Let me see.
Like on the streaming side of things also.
On the personal side of
Streaming
things also.
So like you did mention you do play other games, right? Like what other games do you actually play other than the TDs that you have mentioned so far already?
My playlist is probably a mix of like on PC. I probably play a mix of like StarCraft, FF14, Guild Wars 2.
Oh,
I did semi-hardcore prog raid before.
Oh, okay.
You play FF14, right?
Guild Wars 2, Terra, for FF14.
Damn, you see this guy? This guy plays everything, man.
I hear names that I don't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand? Alright, you don't.
Tacos so big, fat tacos so big, fat tacos so big.
That meme, man.
I don't understand. Help me.
What do you mean you don't understand?
It's okay. I can feel my boomerism coming out right now.
Sure.
Okay. So, I gotta ask you a fun question. I see this one question that's really fun. We haven't talked about it yet. So,
okay.
Between you and Skylar, you guys like run an unofficial food team. Right?
Team Fat Nudes?
And yeah,
Team Nudes?
Yeah, like so
Flat Nudes?
It's apparently called Team Fat Nudes. Like
why?
I know why, but I'm gonna let you tell the audience why. So why Team Fat Nudes? And why that specific noodle?
I don't know. I randomly typed it. I randomly typed it as a hashtag on my social media once and just ran with it.
Okay. So what is Team Fat Nudes referring to? What kind of nudes are we talking about?
Fat nudes.
What kind of fat nudes?
What's the biggest noodle variant that you can think of that's commonly sold?
Maybe some people around across the Atlantic will think it's spaghetti. That's maybe the fattest noodle they've seen.
Spaghetti. Sure, spaghetti, sure. Makes sense.
You gotta let the people across the world know, it's not just us in Asia.
I guess you have to answer in chat too.
Oh yeah, we got the answer in chat, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much the answer, right?
Udon, okay. So why udon? Like, so you guys go on an adventure to explore find the best udon in the world. Okay, in Singapore, because you don't get everything is expensive, but Singapore. Is that right?
I don't know. We never did the show properly.
It's like no matter how much you try, it's like sometimes you just
we never wrote the show brief properly.
Never did the show properly.
Hey, it's not easy, okay?
We never wrote the show brief properly.
It's like, hi guys, we are
look, the last time I did that, right? My phone literally was restart my stream 8 times. Okay.
I actually I heard that happen. Yes, the noodles do look very nice though.
Yeah. Apparently, right? Draft always have a lot of good picks when it comes to that. A lot of recommendations, if I'm not wrong, correct?
You decide.
No, what do you mean? I decide. You decide the place. I just say yes.
I mean, you decide whether the picks are good.
Skylar's the explorer.
No, I'm just the one that goes along and tag along. But most likely, most of it is just Draft handling all the like. Okay, he say this is good. Okay, let's go. That's it. He handles all the recommendation. I just say let's go.
My picks are pulled from other streamer discords.
So
hey, but food also doesn't matter. I mean, it's still from somewhere.
yeah, it's from somewhere, and we said explore a lot.
Mhm.
So I gotta ask you, since you guys are apparently specialists in this whole fat noob business, right? Let me ask you this question: Where is the best place for udon right now, in your
Oh,
opinion?
I wouldn't know.
Okay, let's limit the range a little bit. So no shop, you know shops like shit, what's that place where you go to eat the udon and you can order all your shit separately. You order the udon and then there's all the little ingredients that you can order at the side. Wait, hang on.
Where is this place?
Ida 10. So Ida 10. So I had to ask my partner behind me. So where's
The sixth floor one.
places like Ida 10. Places like Ida 10, which is the best? So Ida 10 is a place where you go and order like a specific dish, but then they have a lot of side dishes. Like it's the one at Dhoby Ghaut as well. There's a lot of side dishes like tempura, giant tempura ebi, giant tempura.
Oh yeah, those.
Crab meat. Yeah, places like that. Where do you think is like the best? Or do you think like none of them is? Or do you think like none of them is good? It's like not worth going to any of them at all.
I think if you want udon soba, I think it's the one that we went twice.
Udon
the
soba.
place?
If we're talking
What's
about
the outlet,
Shimbashi soba, that's not really like the kind of place I'm talking about either. That's like high end as hell, man.
Yeah.
Like you go in, you order a udon or you order a soba, and suddenly $50 is gone from your pocket because you order other things that are really nice.
You know,
that's kind of on you, don't know?
we double ordered at Shimbashi Hall.
Actually, it's nice, okay.
but if you order, that's kind of on yourself, or no?
I mean, sure, but the food's so nice, you gotta go. You gotta like go once, spend a lot, then don't come back again for the entire year.
Why?
Why?
It's like, my question, why?
We went twice. So
I mean, I've been there several times already. It's one of the only places that I go for. I return for soba because that place is so good.
Yeah.
One of the best in the world. One of the best in
See,
Singapore.
you know it more than we do.
No, I only do soba. You see, I do soba. I do thin nudes. I don't do fat nudes. You know what I mean? I don't do udon. I'm a soba guy.
I mean, not that different, ma.
Very
You know, most
different,
of
what
the
are you
menu
talking
have
about?
both udon and soba, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but there are places that specialize in udon. There are places that specialize in soba.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough.
So you can't go to like any random Japanese restaurant and say, I want an udon and I want a soba. They're all going to make like some instant udon, instant soba that's probably not very good. There are a place that does it good. Like they make the flour, they need the flour, and they make the udon from scratch, that kind of good.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know.
So that's what I mean. That's why I'm asking you, like, where is like the best place for udon, since you guys have explored the udon, the udon world in Singapore.
We haven't been to that many outlets, honestly.
Disappointed.
He's like, I'm disappointed. Why am I having this conversation? God damn it! We instantly regret having this conversation with both
I
of you.
totally regret it now. I feel so cheated. Yeah, I think I'll just go have Indomie. I'll just go and cook like I'll go fry my Indomie.
What the heck? Hey,
fry
how
my
dare you compare Indomie with udon like that?
No,
Indomie is a unique place by itself, okay? How dare you?
I'm following the footsteps of Holy, okay? I'm just following the footsteps of the wise man.
Okay, off the record, Indomie is damn quite okay. It's quite good, as a Maggi mee.
We have second channel food expedition.
Yeah, exactly. Then we can have FP manning it.
Team Food X.
Wait, a bit far apart. Okay, can.
It's like FedEx but food. Okay, the joke has flown away.
Sure, it's like,
a bad joke. It's okay. We shall move on. We shall end because we're done here. Nude expedition with just noodles. I think that will get us a TOS.
Depends on what kind of news I'm talking about, but yeah.
It's we gotta try to justify it, which is probably not going to be good for us. But anyway, it's been a fun session, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Draftpicked.
Mm-hmm.
Showing us your tower defense games, Element
Yeah.
TD, Axon TD, guys. Definitely go and check it out.
I know that guy on the right has been pushing me
Pushing you?
to
Pushing
join
you?
to do a show.
What do you do?
Yeah,
What do you
to be
do,
very
Sarah?
fair, I've been asking Draft to join for very long already.
Is this why he's like our longest subscriber for the last several months?
I don't know. You have to ask him. You have to ask him that. I don't have an answer to that, man.
But anyway, but seriously, Draft, thank you so much for the support that you have given to our channel as well. Being our longest
Yeah.
subscriber of the channel ever since its inception.
Next edition.
So next expedition. It'll be different there. But yeah, but really,
Yeah.
we appreciate your support, and of course for all the viewers and our fellow crew members who have been supporting our show ever since the beginning. I also really appreciate your endless support so far.
The SS for noodles.
Yes, from Wong. Yeah, Wong also supports us. He's in fact a guest on one of our shows previously. So go and check out our YouTube channel. And this show will also be up on the YouTube channel eventually in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, check it out. So anyway, I'm down for the night. Skyler, do you have anything else?
No. I don't.
No. All right then. Then in that case, let me see here. All right, we will call it a day. And for those of you guys who are on Twitch, you have the pleasure of watching the post show. So for now, this has been the Games Expedition, and this will be goodbye for now. Ciao, ciao.
Bye, everybody. Choo choo.